answer the poll is Diddy wildin', man. I got Candace Owens going in on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like she just coming out straight up talking about, you know what I'm saying, this dude has something to do allegedly with Michael Jackson getting knocked out. And she got crazy receipts. Matter of fact, let me not even do this to y'all today, man. Let me just get right to it, man. I need to...
Jackson was killed, and I just thought it just sounds too whacked out to believe that somebody intentionally killed Michael Jackson. Of course, why would they do that? And also, I was believing the media. The media was extensively saying every single day that he was a pedophile, even though he factually won his case.
That's what we call a good old smear campaign.
I allowed my image of Michael Jackson certainly to be corroded by the media throughout that time period. I will fully confess that. Now, I want to remind you, before we get back into Michael Jackson, what we learned in the Diddy document, just to very quickly recap. Well, if you read through them, again, these are all allegations, but you will...
I'm going to tell you why this got real deep for me, because everybody know that I rock with Candace Owens. And Candace Owens is one of the most thorough people I've ever seen in the public eye. Candace Owens, y'all did my girl so bad because she's a Trump supporter. Y'all did this black woman so foul because she is a Trump supporter. Yet, I have never seen her talk, and I have receipts. She drops the bomb today, y'all. And nobody's really covering this. Nobody's covering this because it's going to go on the radar because a lot of people don't like her. Wait for it.
Come out of it understanding that there is allegedly some sort of a blackmail ring that is operating throughout Hollywood, and that artists that are producing music are actually being controlled via being induced into drugs at parties. And then
how did Whack 100 get a tape of Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying, and Lauren London freaking off with a dude? They said, Whack 100 said the dude, it was some freaky shit. I'll show y'all later.
What takes place is they're being recorded, and sometimes they're being recorded while they are committing sexual acts with minors. And something that we also saw in these docs is that these parties, at least a lot of them, are taking place in the Virgin Islands, which again just makes you go, what's happening here? Because Jeffrey Epstein, obviously, his home, or he owned an island that was just off the coast of St. Thomas. So we hear that again. I also been jogging your memory about the Bitcoin millionaire who, right before his death, found drowned, accidental drowning, even though he was fully clothed and had his wallet in his pocket, tweeted that the CIA and the Mossad were running.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is not one of us. This is not one of us bloggers that just be running our mouth and giving y'all entertainment. This is somebody that don't talk unless she got the match. She like the feds. She don't talk unless she got you lined up already, bruh. I want y'all to understand this, man. I want y'all to really, really pay attention to what's going on. Because trust me, none of y'all heard about this probably, but you're gonna hear about it all today. Trust me, you're gonna hear about this shit. This is wow. This ain't one of us rocking.
Blackmail ring in the Virgin Islands. Something else that we learned in the Diddy lawsuit was that the media and the authorities are complicit. So the ring has real power, not imagined power. Again, I am using the word alleged because this person, despite having video evidence and he has presented photographic evidence, this has not yet gone through the court system. And so we can't say that it's entirely true. And I'd say the biggest point that we took away from these Diddy docs was that this ring, if you believe it exists, can and...
They're calling it the Diddy docs. You know what I'm saying?
And will murder people to protect themselves. And he intimated this event that happened allegedly at a recording studio where Diddy and his son allegedly shot someone, and it was covered up by the LAPD and then the media. All right, so within those docs, and this is where it gets relevant, there's one man that is named as being the person that can do the cleanups, right? This is the guy that you are supposed to call if you get into any sort of a scenario. So in these docs, it says, Mr. Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad, that is Fahim Muhammad, if they are ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. And upon information and belief, this is regarding the shooting that took place at Chalice Recording Studios. Again, he is alleging that Diddy and his son shot someone. And after that shooting, the documents say explicitly that Mr. Muhammad spoke with the LAPD after G was shot at the recording studio. The LAPD was in the recording studio and witnessed the blood in the restroom, and they went with the bogus claim that the shooting of G occurred outside the studio. This was all thanks to Mr. Muhammad's connections within law enforcement.
Yeah, it's Diddy's finish, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
So again, what we are seeing there is that you call this guy and this guy will make it disappear, and the media will report whatever the incident is in a capacity that covers up the crime. Allegedly. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The cleanup guy, Mr. Fahim Muhammad, was also on the scene when Michael Jackson died. So I want to introduce you to and allow you to listen to Ian Carroll. He's an independent journalist that is investigating everything that is going on, and he explains that connection.
Let's get the lights up.
That Fahim has with Michael Jackson. Take a listen.
So this new lawsuit just came out.
And this dude right here is the reason why all this shit. Dude right here is the reason why I think that she's really up on this.
There's tons of evidence that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, has been running a sexual blackmail operation very much like Jeffrey Epstein, but in the rap and music industry for basically 30 years. And in that lawsuit, we learned that his head of security while he's running the sexual blackmail ring is this guy named Fahim Muhammad, who before working for Diddy was the head of security for Michael Jackson when he was only 21. And he was one of the first people on the scene when Michael Jackson died. And before we go to Michael Jackson, the most important part of the Diddy case to bring across is the fact that the record executives at the very top knew what P. Diddy was doing. They were attending the parties with underage girls where they were spiking drinks. They were deeply involved in Diddy's personal life, and all evidence points to them supporting his operation, or at the very least turning a blind eye to it.
So yes, this is obviously huge. It's also potentially terrifying. Now, if you want to be rational and use rational side of your brain, you just, okay, well, this could just be a coincidence, right? Fahim Muhammad, he is in security, and yes, he obviously is high up in security. He was providing security to Michael Jackson. He happened to die on his watch. Big deal, right? Big deal. Well, I think that really goes to the question of who exactly is Fahim Muhammad, because that's kind of a big first job to have. You're 21 years old and you're protecting the king of pop. What exactly are his qualifications? Let's go back to Ian Carroll and his reporting.
And now, here's the best part.
This way get nasty.
Check this out. This is in all of his bios, by the way, but we're pointing it out now. In 2008, Fahim graduated from Sacramento State University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration with a concentration in real estate and marketing. Okay? Do you realize what's wrong with that yet? Anything come to mind? When did Michael Jackson die? June 25th, 2009. Jackson died from cardiac arrest caused by a propofol and benzodiazepine overdose, caused by his doctor apparently. Hold up. Hold the phone. Pause. Why is a dude who just graduated college last year with a business and real estate degree the head of security for the king of pop, for Michael Jackson?
Some of you niggas can't get a job at fucking Pathmore. I mean, at the supermarket, nigga. This nigga graduated from some other bullshit, and a couple months later, he running Michael Jackson's whole operation.
Most famous musician of all time.
Mike said that they was trying to kill him and they was trying to take his motherfucking money and all that shit. She shows exactly what the fuck he was talking about. When Mike was, they was trying to smear campaign and talk about Mike, who was knocking mad bitches down, said that he was playing with little boys and all that, she uncovered the truth. Other people did too. I mean, you can see how he died. His condition, I just looked at an interview with his sister, LaToya Jackson, and the condition that he died in, that nigga was doing bad, bro.
Midwest Eye Center is the leader for eye care in the tri-state area. With 18 convenient locations, our eye doctor...
Oh yeah, it's gonna get nasty today, y'all. I guarantee you.
Yeah, that is remarkably suspicious, and if we had a media that was interested in actually presenting the truth and not just propagandizing on behalf of the state, they would probably explore and look deeper into who this character is. But of course, that's not what the media does. Instead, they are meant to convince people of certain narratives. And like I said in the past, I've been a victim to that. I was obviously very young when everything was going on with Michael Jackson, and I believed the media, which is why I was kind of stunned to kind of go back and revisit the Michael Jackson case. And Ian has extensively unpacked that, revealing, and I did not know this, maybe perhaps because the media wasn't interested in telling us the end result. But yes, the FBI raided Michael Jackson's home. They poured through hours upon hours of the video footage that he had, other materials, documents that were in his house, trying to find this connection to Michael Jackson and potential child abuse. And what ended up being the result was that they could not find a single shred of proof that Michael Jackson had abused any children. And yet, despite this, the media convinced us that he was a pedophile, or maybe they didn't convince you, but they definitely did a good job convincing me that Michael Jackson was a pedophile. And to be clear, maybe it's perhaps the lack of evidence that was ever uncovered. Michael Jackson was found not guilty of all of the charges.
To this day, some of y'all still call Michael Jackson a pedo.
That were brought against him. But that didn't stop the media's obsessive attacks against him. They still wanted people to believe that this man was a bad individual. And so they shifted their claims and they started revealing in so many articles, so many front page news pieces were written to tell the masses that Michael Jackson was a raging anti-Semite.
Well, they said he even smashed a little nigga out from Home Alone.
Fact, by the way, that Michael Jackson did keep a list of people in the industry that he said were his enemies, okay? On that list were people that all happened to be Jewish. So it was lawyer Gloria Allred, music exec Tommy Mottola, Rabbi Shmuley Boteach, you may have heard of him, and I'm going to mention him later, Israeli illusionist Uri Geller, and also Michael Jackson's former manager, Dieter Weisner. Now, to be clear, it was Dieter himself that revealed that Michael Jackson had this list, but he says...
Hold up right there. And what was Dieter? This nigga's the nigga that came out and said that Michael Jackson had a hit list of all the Jews, including Tommy Mottola, man. Including Tommy Mottola.
That Michael Jackson was just paranoid, that Michael Jackson thought that these industry people were all colluding to try to ruin his life and to take over his life. And again, that was just Michael Jackson being crazy and being a raging anti-Semite. Well, Ian Carroll also investigates those claims as well.
Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying? Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle. Yo, bro, all of them niggas had to bounce after they didn't want to fuck.
Take a listen.
And yes, Jackson did say that the Jews are, probably referring to the Jews in the music industry, are like leeches and that they took everything from them, that they did it on purpose. But when you look into those allegations or those insults, you realize that because of his will that was probably fake and filed right
listen about the small hats
before his death. So the will was signed on July 7th in Los Angeles by 3 witnesses. But Jackson's family pointed out that he was in New York that day, and there's video proving it. So they changed their story. But the witnesses...
It says, at first reported according to the will, dated July 7th, it was signed in Los Angeles. But Randy Jackson told TMZ Michael was in New York that day. So how the fuck did he sign his will, you know what I'm saying, in LA if the nigga was in New York? Do you not understand the simple equation?
Definitely saw it, and it was just in New York. So anyways, because of this will, John Branca was...
Watch how messy this gets. Stick around, y'all.
...put in charge of his estate, which included his net worth of $230 million, but far more importantly, his 50% share of Sony ATV worth $750 million. Yes, he was taking on Sony. He was going after...
His share is and Sony was worth almost $1 billion, y'all. Do you not understand it? Not a million. Not a million. We're talking about 750 millions, nigga.
The hand that feeds him. And when you look into John Branca, in 2003, Jackson fired Branca because he was siphoning money out of Jackson's accounts in collusion with Sony Music CEO Tommy Mottola and funneling it through a bunch of offshore accounts in the Caribbean. John Branca is Jewish, and Tommy Mottola is also Jewish.
Wow. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know any of that? Because I certainly did, and I didn't realize that this was a conflict at the end of Michael.
Oh, she gonna bust this shit right open. I guarantee you, when it come down to the whole shit with Diddy, they gonna summons Candace Owens because the shit that she drops today, you know what I'm saying, and what she dropped last week. It all starts from a lawsuit. The Diddy and them, they put a hit out on Candace. I'm talking about not a hit like they want to get a kill, but a blackball hit. You feel me? And she spoke about it the other day. She did a whole live about it the other day, and they start capping at her. But the difference between this black woman is that this bitch is educated, you know what I'm saying? She a whole motherfucking Republican. She hit different. She been being attacked for the last 10 years. She hit different, my nigga. This is gonna hurt. None of this other shit that we doing, this blogging and all the sensationalism, ain't gonna touch the nigga at all. He might have to pay a couple of dollars in that civil suit, but this one right here is trying to get him sent down.
Jackson's life, that suddenly they
Answer the poll, man. Answer the poll. All right, hit the like button. Go to the top right. Press those 3 dots. That's where the like is
were
at.
alleging that he signed a new will and handed everything over to the very people that he was fighting, the very people that he was saying.
And because it's Sunday, I'm not getting in the comments. I don't care what y'all saying in the comments today. None of that. If you got a wrench, it's blue. If y'all don't like them, shoot them. I'm not messing with the comments today. I'm trying to get through this because this one is very important and I'll tell y'all why later.
Were colluding to take things from him, ended up in the end taking things from him, despite their remarkable mistake, saying that he
It's the wrong bitch to be having beef with on the internet.
signed this new will in a place that he simply wasn't at. So yes, Michael Jackson's estate was transferred over to specific individuals who happened to be Jewish. So what do we make of all of this?
So you telling Michael Jackson, just with his stock in Sony by itself, worth almost $1 billion, my nigga. Worth $1 billion, right? That he would sign over his fucking $1 billion. Which one of y'all going to sign your $1 billion over to your job? You work at McDonald's, nigga. You about to go down, nigga. You got stock in McDonald's worth almost $1 billion. Instead of giving anything to your family, instead of giving it to your kids and everybody else, you give it to McDonald's? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That shit makes absolutely no sense. Half of you niggas is from New York that watch me, all right? How the fuck you in New York and then you get a call that your will has been signed in motherfucking California, and then next thing you know, you sick and dying? You understand what I'm saying? $1 billion, and that was just a tip of the iceberg, bro. Y'all talking about him owning the Beatles catalog. My nigga, Michael Jackson owned everybody's catalog. Y'all don't understand this shit. Watch what
Specific individuals who happened to be Jewish. So what do we make of all
Michael Jackson owned music, nigga. They came out and said the nigga it's raping kids and all that shit, my nigga. They duped all of us because I was a young cat like, yo, this is the nigga that was talking about beat it. The baby is not mine. You know what I'm saying? The kid is not my son. Yo, these motherfuckers, this shit was deep. It was deep. They smeared campaign. Y'all gotta look at his deposition. Michael Jackson's deposition will tell you everything that you need to know about Mike. Mike was a gangster. Mike was gangster, and he was very, very smart, very brilliant. How the fuck could you own everybody's music? How could you come from the biggest, arguably one of the biggest families in music ever, and then make your own way, create a whole new lane, get them all late publishing and everything, free them from whatever type of management contract that they had was filed, put everybody on, and then go marry the king of pop's daughter. Some of you black niggas that got a white wife like role playing, right? Let me explain something, right? Maybe you the slave and she's the slave owner. Oh, don't take this pussy, Mr. Slave. That nigga went and took the most famous white boy's music catalog, right? Bought the shit and then put a baby in his motherfucking daughter. Huh?
this? What do we make of all this? What do you think about all of
Do that sound like a nigga that want kids? Or is that a nigga that is focused and got some shit going on? They swept that shit up under the rug with Michael, man. I don't like that. Do I want to see niggas in jail? Nah, I'd rather see niggas dead. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. How the fuck y'all take everything? Mike was a brilliant motherfucker. Mike bought everybody. And imagine the secrets he had in that Neverland, nigga. You go over there, nigga. He had the receipts. Funny thing is they got all these tapes and shit coming out about everybody else, right? They never had no evidence on Mike, but Mike had all the evidence on them. Mike dropped a bomb. not the ball. He dropped the bomb. Watch how she blew this shit up.
This. Well, I'm going to be honest with you that these claims keep coming up too often in Hollywood for me to be comfortable with it, right? We saw this, obviously, it's not just now the Diddy lawsuit, it's not just now Michael Jackson. We also have seen these claims with Kanye West, notoriously, obviously, when he tweeted out, I'm about to go DEFCON 3 on some Jews, and the media freaked out.
Again, small hats, and you niggas is out here scared to death to say Jew. Don't say that on my channel, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get demonetized. Demonetize these nuts out your fucking mouth. Nigga, go get a backbone, man, and pull your fucking panties down. I mean your panties up, man. You feel me? Fuck you talking about? They giving you all this evidence about it. I ain't scared to say Jew. I don't give a fuck if y'all take no YouTube, man. Faggot. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. All of those is words that y'all created. I can't say it. Or maybe because you're not a Jew. Maybe because you just Jewish, like they said, like the Moors and them say. You never was really a Jew. You're Jewish. You're kind of taking our shit.
And people in the Jewish community were understandably very scared, not knowing what he meant. And I very much abstained from speaking much about the issue because people were so emotional.
She was the only black woman to hold Kanye down. The only one. While all y'all niggas gotta wait because y'all always gonna fuck my money up. Where your backbone, nigga? Michael Jackson had more backbone. Michael Jackson was more of a fucking gangster than Snoop Doggy Dogg and all the rest of these niggas. No disrespect to them. Because he was smart. Like I said, man, some of you black niggas might get a fetish off of fucking your fat white wife, right? And I have no problem with interracial relationships and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But Michael Jackson went and got the fucking #1 nigga in rock and roll and had babies with his daughter. What are we talking about?
So that people couldn't hear.
Healthy and everything. How a nigga just die and give all his fucking money back to his job? Knock it off.
Even if I had shared, and even when Kanye did share that he was speaking about specific people in Hollywood that he believed were coming after him.
Kanye a Gemini like me, man. I expect nothing less but some, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that from Kanye.
And were trying to control him. He actually named some of those individuals. He shared personal text messages of a friend of his, a personal trainer to the stars, who again happens to be Jewish, was threatening to put him in the hospital and to drug him against.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all don't know because y'all don't follow this, right? But Kanye went to Candace and gave her all the messages, my nigga. All the evidence, you know what I'm saying? Of the motherfuckers that was trying to get at him. Just in case something happened. Her exposing that Kanye gave it to her stopped them from killing Kanye. Because I swear to God, I felt like they was ready to put my boy down.
His will. Harley Pasternak is his name, and the media barely reported on those text messages that he shared publicly because obviously he was enemy #1. And here's what else I will tell you. When that Kanye situation went down, I was being threatened by a person named Rabbi Shmuley.
Damn, she putting their names out. She got the whole rabbi out there, you know what I'm saying?
And that Michael Jackson put on his enemy list, the person that I had never heard of, was threatening me and saying that unless I came out and said things explicitly against Kanye.
Now the nigga told her, if you don't start capping at this nigga, we coming for you. Guess what? I had a YouTuber, a dirty ass YouTuber the other day, right? Decides to target me. Don't know that I'm gonna burn his whole fucking shit down and everybody next to him. But he tried to come to me and tell me, yo, if you don't start shooting at these niggas, then it's up for you. Well, nigga, let me tell you something. Go fuck your own kids, you piece of shit. How about that? Alright? Alright? And after you lick it off, you know what I'm saying, and spit it on their mother, motherfucker. Fuck you mean? You gonna try to hire me to fucking shoot at somebody else. Now you a target, nigga. You wasn't no target, but now you a target, nigga. Trust me when I tell you. So that's what she's saying.
He would effectively ruin my life. He's put on his enemy list, the person that I had never heard of, was threatening me and saying that unless I came out and said things explicitly against Kanye, he would effectively ruin my life. He said that he would take out a front page ad.
Well, that's what the fuck. That's how I feel. when somebody try to commission me to go shoot at somebody that I never did nothing to me, man. And you should feel the same way. You should feel the same amount of venom and disrespect, right? And what the fuck that I felt when a nigga try to come to me and tell me, yo, use your platform to start shooting at this nigga. Nah, I'm gonna use my platform to shoot at you now, nigga. Fuck out of here. You can't come to me and tell me something against somebody, slandering, pissing in my motherfucking ear, and try to commission me, nigga. Or else what, nigga? Or else we gonna find out that you living in the fucking projects doing bad, my nigga. Surrounded by my whole entire family. That you can't get no money. That you can't protect your own woman, nigga. So if you can't do all that, right? How the fuck would you put yourself in a position to ask somebody to do something about, you know what I'm saying, for you, nigga? You need to do something for yourself. Alright? That's what's wrong with you weak ass niggas. And a lot of you niggas that was against Trump and trying to pump all that racism shit and try to pump some bad press towards her, I'm glad she made it. I'm glad she built her platform and her name bigger than the people that was slandering her. Alright, let's get back to this, man.
And smear me as an anti-Semite. And it wasn't?
And yeah, and one last thing about that, nigga. Yo, pussy, I'ma set so many fires around you. See, y'all niggas professional talkers. I don't give a fuck what you know. I'm a professional doer, nigga. And I know how to hurt people, alright? You can't hurt me by talking shit.
And just him. It was also his daughter. Were messaging me saying...
Now, because I have my rant and a lot of people who's coming in here that don't know me, if you got blue wrench and we don't like them, time them out for 87,000 seconds.
Don't mess with Jews. Very bizarre stuff, and they have not stopped, to be clear. And him and his daughter have consistently pulled clips from this show, taken them out of context, and tried to convince Jewish people that I hate them.
Candace Owens is gripped with a poisonous, almost...
Remember this punk ass nigga face. You next, nigga. I'm gonna find out exactly who you is. I'm gonna find out everything about you, being that you attacking a sister. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna do you in. Small hat. That's it.
Most pathological hatred of Jews. It's actually become very serious. It's actually almost frightening. When you see a woman like Candace Owens, bloodlining the Jewish people, Candace Owens is easy. Her anti-Semitism goes by the day.
There is something really, truly wrong with Candace Owens. Did you guys know that I dislike liars and anti-Semites more than anything in the whole entire world?
And I hate y'all. I hate you motherfuckers that come out and slander people more than anybody. I'm gonna find out who each one of these people is, and I'm changing my spectrum and algorithm. Alright? Y'all attacking the sister, you know what I'm saying? That's it. We're gonna start exposing you motherfuckers. Cause the same way y'all try to point your fingers. Anytime you point your fingers, you got some fingers pointing back. Alright? You ain't gonna target this woman.
And here, we have a combination of both.
Candace Owens simply will not stop defending Kanye West. It's like an obsession if she's unable to genuinely and authentically condemn what Kanye
Sounds like you just don't like Kanye.
said. It says a lot about her.
If you come for us, we'll come back at you with everything that we have. I have heard from hundreds of you who feel so backstabbed and betrayed and disappointed in Candace Owens and others who defended, who enabled and encouraged Kanye West to continue spreading lies and venom and medieval Jewish hatred. Candace Owens posted a picture of
Talking about medieval Jewish hatred. Do you not see what they doing in Gaza? I just showed y'all all them dead bodies the other day. Do you not see what these motherfuckers is doing? These motherfuckers over there bombing the fuck out these people, killing them, shooting kids and shit, planting food for them, and then when they come and get the food, then they bombing the crowd. My nigga, are you kidding me? I'm a dog this joint right there. I'm a dog cook. I'm a dog you. Yeah, we gotta figure it out with you, shorty.
face and my name and my account to her over 4 million followers yesterday, many of whom are violence crazed and unhinged.
You really went after Candace Owens today. Why?
And that's a sliver of what she actually deserves. She's
What?
such a liar.
Y'all so hate y'all a slither of what she deserves. You motherfuckers love killing, man. That's one thing about y'all over there, man. Y'all love killing motherfuckers. Y'all love death. These niggas love some death, man. They be bombing the fuck out. Yo, these people was on the beach. The airmen was having drops. They was dropping mad food. It was like 32,000 meals. You know what I'm saying? They was dropping it from the plane on the Gaza Strip on the beach. The people, as they went and got the food, you know, obviously they don't have no, you know, there's no order to this shit. Everybody's starving, so niggas are just grabbing boxes or whatever, right? Next thing you know, while they're in the crowds, they send drones over there and bomb those people. Kids, women, everybody. Old people, they just bombed the fuck out of them. And you know what they did in the papers? They turned around in the papers and said, well, they were a threat. I went and showed the way that they do these drops. They said these niggas right here was scared of the people on the ground, so they bombed them. Look at this shit, right? A 100 people died in this shit. 100 people died. And this is what happened a couple of days ago? 9 days ago. 104 civilians killed trying to access food in the trucks on Gaza Strip, right? They said these niggas right here were scared. So they came back with drones and killed everybody. This is how they drop the food, y'all. Like the cartoons back in the days to Alaska, you know what I'm saying? When they dropped the food off to motherfuckers in Alaska, I don't know if y'all remember shit like that, but I'm old school. Check this out. This is where they at. This is how they get their food. They send it on parachutes to the beach, my nigga. Look at that. This is them sending it out the aircraft. And when these people go get the food, they bomb them. This is foul, bro. I showed, but yet they said that they were scared and they start blowing shit up, man. Well, that's what happens when you give fucking kids, you know, a joystick and a fucking drone with missiles in it. You know what I mean? Like for real. You know what I mean? Now my
anti-Semite, she hates Jews. She has a thing with Jews.
Isn't it? Like weird.
And I ain't gonna lie, my son is a Marine. My son is a Marine. He's in the Marines right now as we speak. And that nigga...
Jews are being attacked around the world. She finds it really necessary to spend her time, use her platform to defend and protect Kanye West while she talks crap about
Kanye
Israel.
West is not just an anti-Semite. He's a Hitler lover. That's a different level altogether.
Literally. She is abominable. I actually am disgusted by her because she hates.
Have you ever heard Kanye West say he loves Hitler? They don't gotta say allegedly. We gotta say allegedly all fucking day. But they ain't gotta say none of that shit.
Israel. We are coming for you, Candace, on the media, on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter.
The more she defends Kanye West, the more we're gonna call her out.
Defending Kanye, we will come for you.
Kanye?
It's utterly ridiculous. It's insane. I
That
know.
sound like some terrorist shit. You better stop defending him. That's what nigga told me. Stop defending this person or we coming for you. Well, motherfucker, let's go. Now, you thought you had a problem with that person. Your problem just doubled up, you goofy ass nigga.
Many Jewish people watch this show. Many Jewish people are my friends. And so what I believe is something that should be excluded.
Allah is the greatest, Brian. Allahu Akbar. And Ramadan Mubarak for the brothers is going to start fasting tomorrow and stuff like that. Good luck to you. You know, I'm going to be talking the same exact shit. I'm just going to be speaking in a different way. All right?
Lord, is whether or not what's happening is that just like within all
Biden is making money with the Ukrainian war in the Middle East, selling weapons in Israel to Ukraine. And Biden's son, as we seen the other day on my channel, I showed y'all Biden's son smoking crack. I didn't even know they still sell crack. This nigga's got crack. He got the scale, and there ain't no allegedly on it. There's no allegedly about that. Biden's son, you like fucking around with crack. We all seen it.
all communities, there are gangs, right? Gangs can form, we understand this. In the Black community, we've got the Bloods, we've got the Crips. Well, imagine if the Bloods and the Crips were doing horrific things, murdering people, controlling people with blackmail. And then every time a person spoke out about it.
Oh, fat. But you can say nigga all day. She said, well, good morning.
The Bloods and the Crips would
splash Luke.
Call those people racist. Would get the media to say those people were racist. Any person that was talking about a specific gang, a small group.
You got a channel, share the video on your channel. Tell them that we live so they can pull up. If you ain't hit the like button, go to the top right, press those 3 dots, and that's where the like button is located. Top right, 3 dots.
People would say, oh my God, no.
Tasha, good morning.
That's like slavery. You can't at all say anything bad about the Bloods and the Crips. And the entire Black community believed it and was scared and thought, oh my God, like, is slavery actually coming back? It would be emotional manipulation because, of course, we know that despite the fact that the Bloods and the Crips are Black, that the majority of Black people do not support the crimes that they have committed, the crimes that they continue to commit. It's a gang. Well, what if that is what is happening right now in Hollywood? There is just a very small ring of specific people.
Great point.
People who are using the fact that they are Jewish to shield themselves from any criticism. It's food for thought, right? And I think, again, there have been enough people that are speaking out about a ring in Hollywood, also a ring potentially in DC, that we should start to ask those questions. All of us, Black, Spanish, Jewish.
Oh, let's get real spicy real quick. I want to show y'all something. Let's get spicy for a second. We're going to get right back to Candace. Let's get spicy. It says what happened to Michael Jackson's $1 billion empire and who got nothing. This is the details.
At the time of his sudden passing, Michael Jackson's finances were in complete disarray, with those in his inner circle fearing there wasn't even enough to pay for the superstar's funeral, let alone enough to continue to support his...
Wait. I'm sorry. Let's take it from the beginning. They said this nigga ain't have enough money to...
Did you know that Michael Jackson's This Is It is only available on Netflix Japan? Well, with private internet access, you can instantly unlock different streaming service libraries from around the world. Sign up for 8...
Shut up.
Since finances were in complete disarray, with those in his inner circle fearing there wasn't even enough to pay for the superstar's funeral, let alone...
How the fuck does that happen?
...enough to continue to support his 3 children. The Associated Press reported that in 2007, Jackson had a net worth...
Abria, good morning. Woo, child, I see you. That's a rabbit hole for sure. I think it's a rabbit hole. We're going to crawl down in a second. I'm going to get at them people that be disrespecting Candace Owens, too. Fuck these niggas in the dirty section. Fuck what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, I'm going to disrespect them, and then I'm going to go and crack this whole shit open.
Of $236.6 million,
just so we can know,
which included $567.6 million in assets and debt. Which included Jackson had a net worth of $236.6 million, which included $567.6 million in assets and debts of $331 million. However, that number continued to skyrocket up to an estimated $400 million of debt by the time of his death in 2009. When the King of Pop's will was opened mere days after his sudden passing, which was last updated in
Let me see that. Like, okay, document. Michael Jackson's will gives custody of his children to the singer's mother and leaves all of his assets in a trust fund. A person with knowledge of the documents said Tuesday. The word came just a day after the family said in court documents it believed the entertainer had died without a valid will. The will was created in July 2002. Jackson's longtime lawyer, John Branca, and John McLean, a music executive and a family friend, said the person who spoke on condition of anonymity. Documents obtained by the Associated Press show Jackson claimed to have a net worth of $236 million as of March 31st, 2007.
2002, it named his former attorney John Branca and music executive John McLean as executors of the will and confirmed that the Michael Jackson estate should be placed in a private trust. The estate was to be responsible for managing Jackson's assets, including his music catalog, merchandising rights, and other intellectual property. Its beneficiaries were his 3 children and his mother Catherine, both parties being given a 40% share, with the remaining 20% going to unspecified charities that benefited children. Upon his mother's death, any share she held would revert to his surviving children. His father, siblings, and ex-wives were purposefully omitted from the will. with Jackson's trust also including a no contest clause that called for
You hear that just now?
surviving children,
Watch this.
with the remaining 20% going to unspecified charities that benefited children. Upon his
Wait, 40%?
3 children and is responsible for managing Jackson's assets, including his music catalog, merchandising rights, and other intellectual property. Its beneficiaries were his 3 children and his mother Catherine, both parties being given a 40% share, with the remaining 20%.
Okay, so his kids and his mother got 40%, his kids got 40%, and 20% went somewhere.
Going to unspecified charities that benefited children. Upon his mother's death, any share she held would revert to his surviving children. His father, siblings, and ex-wives were purposefully omitted from the will, with Jackson's trust also including a no contest clause that called for anyone who challenged the legal document to be automatically disinherited. However, this didn't stop Michael Jackson's father and some of his siblings from taking legal action to stake their claim. After losing any monthly support they used to receive after the superstar's death, Joe Jackson filed a lawsuit shortly after.
And I understand how niggas do that to some family members. You know
After to get his share of his son's estate. According to court documents, the 81-year-old patriarch was seeking an allowance to help top up his $1,700.
Word, CJ. I think that he will say, you know, like, yeah, I don't want to go to no Diddy parties though.
Monthly Social Security payment and cover expenses that exceeded $15,000 a month. This included $1,200 for rent for his Las Vegas home, $2,500 to eat out, $1,000 for entertainment, gifts, and vacation.
Hold up, I just missed that. My bad.
$15,000 a month. 81-year-old patriarch was seeking an allowance to help top up his $1,700 monthly Social Security payment and cover expenses that exceeded $15,000 a month. This included $1,200 for rent for his Las Vegas home, $2,500 to eat out, $1,000 for entertainment, gifts, and vacations, $2,000 on air travel, and $3,000 on hotels. Although his parents were still married, the couple lived separately, and he had no right to her $26,000 monthly salary from his estate.
Wow.
Joe's lawyer arguing that Michael loved
So Joe got to beg his wife for money.
his father, and Joe should be entitled to the same manner of support. However, his request was denied in court. Quote, Joe Jackson takes none of this estate, declared Judge Mitchell Beckloff in 2009. Quote, this is a decision his son made.
Damn.
However, this wasn't the end, as in 2012, several of Michael's siblings then went on to dispute the validity of the 2002 will, labeling it as false and fraud.
Nigga, y'all know what y'all did to that man. Y'all know what y'all did to that man. Shut the fuck up. If it wasn't for Michael, none of you niggas would have been on in the first place. All you niggas need to sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. If you had any motherfucking real, if you was a real brother or sister, whether he left you money or not, if you would have seen them fuck his estate up, you'd have been more trying to get money for the kids. Mike already said y'all fucked up. You should have got close to his nephew, your nephews and nieces. Because they the ones with the bag. Or get close to your mother.
The Jackson family
Because he said, fuck daddy.
claimed that the singer was in New York on July 7th, the day his last will was dated, and marked as signed in Los Angeles. Others confirmed that the King of Pop was in the Big Apple that day, but under California law, this isn't something that would render the will invalid, as it's
How the fuck not if it's not me signing the motherfucking will?
possible the document was simply misdated. Representatives for his estate countered, quote, we are
The
sad.
judge got paid off. The judge said, nah, he was there. It was just, he signed it. This is him. But the date is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is right, but the fucking date, knock it off.
And that's
The judge took that motherfucking payoff. The judge obviously took the pay. Imagine if you was sitting, the judge took the payoff.
false and defamatory accusations grounded in stale internet
That's just my opinion.
conspiracy theories are now being made by certain members of Michael's family, whom he chose to leave out of his will. Even if his most recent will was found to be false, his 3 previous versions were all remarkably consistent.
Hold up, CJ. If you saying that he was you know what? I'm gonna drop the calling number because we gotta substantiate that when you say that Mike was out there moonwalking at these parties getting his butt tickled too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you just said. It says Mike was getting his butt tickled, so we gonna pretend like Mike wasn't a part of those parties. And the motherfuckers y'all look up to, nah, I ain't looking up to nobody. I don't give a fuck about none of that. This shit is the entertainment channel. Do you not understand where you at? All right? Relax. Get some popcorn and just chill. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to put our feelings into this. We're going to put our thinking caps on. All right? All right? And if you can help assist that, I'll drop the fucking, the calling number. You know what I mean? And everybody be happy.
As legal documentations from 1995 and
as they say in New York, dead ass.
1997 both specify that his interests should be placed in a trust and his beneficiaries were to be his mother and any children he might have had. In addition to shares in the estate, the singer requested that $100 million was to be given to
Nah, I overstood, CJ. I was talking shit.
his mother, and an additional $100 million was to be split between his 3 children.
That's lest somebody sees video later on and think that I'm caping.
However, these lump sums weren't to be dished out immediately after the King of Pop's death. According to Michael's will, his 3 children...
I'm just doing this video because I feel offended. I feel that me, the nigga that always wanted a Michael Jackson jacket, me, the nigga that used to fucking try to moonwalk and emulate Michael Jackson and sing like Michael Jackson and idolize this motherfucker right here. And then I turn around and he tell me that this nigga was playing with boys. I said, throw the whole Michael Jackson away. I talked so much shit about this motherfucker right here until I started researching and finding out that a lot of these motherfuckers in the game, think about it, man. Kamora Lee, her 2 best friends, Erica Kennedy and Kim Porter, mysteriously died when they were about to say some shit. Everybody next to her dead. Now, I'm not saying that Russell, I think that Russell is the cleanest out of everybody. You wanna know why? Because Russell came out and told you, oh, that nigga used to be on the slopes. He used to get fluffier than a cloud. You understand me? And fuck mad bitches. Now, we all can see that Russell is not the most handsome nigga in the world, right? But we do know the industry. I worked at Def Jam for 4 fucking years. And I seen bitches just throw the pussy all around. You know what I mean? Broads I seen up there that would just throw it at you just because of who you are. They'll sell themselves out. I used to watch DMX come in fucking Def Jam. You know those big fucking, like in the pizza shops in New York, you see a big tank of fucking fruit punch or something? Yo, that nigga used to unplug that shit, take a big bag of sugar, pour it in there, shake it up, you know what I'm saying? And drink it with 5 bitches sitting there looking at him, knowing that he's high as a kite on crack. You know what I mean? I seen this with my own eyes. My baby mom's the interview he did when he came back from the rehab in Av magazine. My fucking daughter's mother's the one that wrote the article. I'm not gonna tell you who her name is. Y'all go do the research if y'all want. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But the point I'm trying to make is that when they say the execs seen this shit and they didn't stop nothing, they did, man. I used to walk up in fucking Leo Cohen's office and that shit, dead ass, used to smell like somebody just smoked a woo in that motherfucker. Leo or bright eyes. I used to go in his office just to work out because he was the only, and the whole Def Jam, even though Def Jam was 3 floors, they had a printing press, they had Island Records, they had Dipset, Murder Inc., fucking Rockefeller, all them niggas was up in there. Every office, you either smell weed, dust, all that shit. Keith Murray used to be up in there, all wet. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Keith, because Keith my nigga. He was actually my roommate for a while. He's fucking with my, you know what I'm saying? I woke up in the morning and fucking Keith Murray was in my house doing push-ups with a 40 ounce, 8 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't find out it was his birthday same day as mine. You know what I'm saying? We both Geminis. He's just a different type of crazy. All of this is to say, you know what I'm saying, that they know what's going on. They see these dysfunctions and shit like that, and they support that shit. It's cool. You want to know why? Because when you die, nigga, I'm going to make so much fucking money off of you, bro. I'm going to make so much money. Not just off your catalog. The insurance policies, y'all. You remember they used to say, yo, you eating off of per diem on the road, eating off of per diem? Per diem. Per diem. What does that mean? You heard it in mad songs, all them Rockefeller songs. Per diem. They said this nigga's like you eating off per diem. You're not getting your money off your shit. What are you getting money off of? If you've been with a record label for a year, you're an employee of the record label, right? Per diem is what they pay you when you're not. When you go on the road, you get a per diem rate. It might be $100 a day stipend. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. When I worked in television, when I went out of town, they gave me a per diem rate. So on top of what I got, if I was, you know what I'm saying, making money, which I was, because I wouldn't been on the road unless I was making money. On top of that rate, which might have been $250 a day, they would give you a per diem of $150, right? The thing I'm trying to show you is that when you sign to a record label, you're signing over your life, essentially. You want to know why? Because they put insurance policy on your dumb ass. Especially if your family don't know what the fuck is up. Why you think they putting on the most ignorant niggas? Niggas that don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? When they first put, no disrespect to Future, when they first, Tony Montana, and I see my niggas in the hood singing that shit, niggas that had a thinking cap, Tony Montana, I said it was all over. It was all over. When they put niggas with an attitude on, when they put murderers on, the murderers. How the fuck don't y'all see that right there is the best way to get a nigga dead? I did a list of all the dead rappers, you know what I'm saying? There's thousands of them motherfuckers. Y'all think it's hundreds? It's thousands, nigga. Because there's so many people that signed record contracts that y'all never heard about. You know what they did? They signed them, made them eat off a per diem. It's like a check every week. So they could have the space to develop and put their music out. But guess who owns the publisher of the music? The company. The company. So that's why there's a lot of rappers that died that y'all never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? The insurance policy was met, and then next thing you know, they met their death. King Von, Young Dolph, and all of them. Those are recent ones. You know how many rappers is dead that y'all never gonna know the names of these motherfuckers based off of their insurance policy. Essentially, what I'm saying is this, right? If I sign you to my fucking label, right, you're thinking in your mind, for the next 10 years, I'm gonna eat. And my mind and the record label, listen, I'm gonna feed you the most toxic shit, nigga. We're gonna let you promote the use of cough syrup, dust, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cocaine, all that, money, even if you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you don't do it, because that's even a bigger, you could put a bigger cherry on the top. You ain't even doing this shit, but you speaking the spells and the words that's gonna cause your demise, nigga. Look at Biggie Smalls' album, Life After Death. I see death around the corner, Tupac. They all spoke death into existence, man. Straight up. And if they wasn't talking that death shit, the record label made sure they turned them into a mook, a faggot. Look at Mos Def. Mos Def out here looking like a whole tranny. Dead ass. He looking like a strong lesbian woman. Dead ass. These niggas wearing dresses on. They didn't trade. It's either that or die, nigga. When you signing those motherfucking contracts. I'm forced to believe this, man. And I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I believe in statistics, man.
Prince, Paris, and Blanket would each receive allowances until they turned 21, and then would gain access to 1/3 of their trust fund at age 30. The remainder would then be dispersed in increments at ages 35 and 40.
Michael had a whole plan for his family to make sure they was going to be successful.
Quote,
and they don't get rocked and fucked over like he did.
He wanted the kids to taste life rather than just live off his fortune, so he made it that no money could be automatically earned until they were 30. Said a legal advisor.
Wax Dog, JP, salute.
From within the
Grant.
Jackson camp.
Monique, my girl.
Quote, that means all of them have a good opportunity to go out into the world and make a go of things in their industries. The trust fund documents are very clear, so while they are billionaires on paper, in reality that's not quite the case. However, none of the hundreds of millions of dollars promised could be paid out until the estates paid off its colossal debts and raked in some serious cash. Luckily for its beneficiaries, the estate broke records by generating roughly $500 million in the first 3 years since the King of Pop's death.
See that? That nigga invested the money for his kids and said no matter what happened, y'all gonna keep billionaires.
This was thanks to fortunes made from music and merchandise sales and a slew of multi-million-dollar deals. That included a $60 million advance for the documentary film This Is It, a new recording contract worth up to $250 million.
Hey yo, let me just speak to you YouTubers too. If you make me make a video about you, I'm gonna stay up here for 4 hours and I'm gonna drag your whole fucking existence, alright?
And the Michael Jackson Immortal World Tour, a joint venture with Cirque du Soleil. By 2012, Michael Jackson had earned
I already gave one nigga a warning, and his birthday is coming, you know what I'm saying, very soon. Maybe tonight. I want to do this before Ramadan comes. Because after this, I'm going to ignore these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give all your enemies everything that they need to destroy you, boy.
more than any single living artist during the same period. However, Catherine Jackson's legal team said she's still opposed to the naming of McClain and Branca as executors, asking that a member of the Jackson family have a seat at the table as a third executor. Quote, she feels that Mr. Branca and Mr. McClain have been doing an admirable job, Catherine's legal representative said. Quote, we're going to try to partner with them and work closely with them to make sure that the estate is doing the best that it can for the legacy of Michael Jackson and for the kids, most importantly. Although this request sounded innocent enough, in all likelihood its main motivation was...
Yeah, not a cash balance in totality. That's a very good point. And I think that he sorted it out that way. So the value of it is, yes, it's a very big value, but the way he planned the money out was the best way. That, I mean, you could have learned a lot from that, from Mike, because even if, like us, regular people, if you just got $100,000, you know what I'm saying, excuse me, $1 million, and you got 4 kids, that means they all get $250,000. Now, you know your kids, you know they're going to fuck that $250,000 up ASAP, especially if they live that type of lifestyle already. So what Mike did was put together a plan to eat the money out, but as well as invest into his own self, like Bernard Hopkins used to do by gambling on himself. That's how he made the majority of his fortune, was by gambling. Wasn't the boxing fights, it was gambling on himself. So in essence, he invested the money properly, and that's what Michael did. Michael put the money to get down so they won't fuck the bread up after he's dead.
So that the wider
and he put things in place to make sure his pops don't come and regulate that from him.
Jackson family could claim more control over the estate they were clearly shut out of in Michael Jackson's will. The third executor would also be entitled to a percentage of the vast profits being made by the estate, and there would be plenty of opportunities to claim expenses and embezzle further funds from the trust. Michael Jackson's siblings took particular issue with Branca and McClain in concern with the 10% they earned from the estate in their role as executors. That's a pretty standard fee for managing a large estate, but that didn't stop siblings Randy, Jermaine, Tito, Janet, and Reby from writing to the executors and demanding.
Well, you notice they did not say LaToya. LaToya just did an interview about Mike. LaToya was the only one that didn't fuck him over. You know what I'm saying? But ironically, LaToya was one of the other ones that was successful. Janet was one of the other ones that's successful. You don't see them in it. LaToya is living lavish. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, she looks amazing. Hold up, let me show you LaToya Jackson real quick before we go any further. Look at LaToya Jackson, y'all. Centipede! No, that's Reba. When the moon and the stars.
Do you have any objects today?
And the
do.
fire.
Okay, do you need it now or do you want
But when the centipede is hot. A lot of y'all niggas are still smashed on LaToya Jackson.
a little bit later or
Well,
what's
no,
never?
but-
I want to know what's coming to you.
Yeah, perfect.
But they did not name LaToya. They didn't name LaToya because LaToya is eating already. LaToya don't need $1,200 for her rent. LaToya still got a catalog. You know what I'm saying? They're probably still pop. You know what I mean? LaToya has invested her money very well, and she looks amazing. Damn, LaToya could get it. Facts. Bee Stinger voice. Facts. We on the vibe tip. Hey, yo, Wax AP don't like Bee Stinger. He said he a weirdo. I think he a weirdo too, man. He was on the channel the other day. He came over here creeping through the comments and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Bee Stinger's show is lit. Facts. Me and Bee Stinger is the most lit in the dirty section right now. These niggas might be able to get 500-600 in their chat right now. But by next week, you know what I'm saying? We fix the algorithm on my shit. We gonna be doing way different things. Facts. We on the vibe tip.
demanding their resignations. However, a court ruling concluded that the period to challenge the will had already expired. Having received more than $9 million in payments since Jackson's death, by 2012, the estate had already upped the Jackson matriarch's monthly child support.
And they already $8-9 million off that shit? Oh, these people be greedy out here. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Some niggas need a fraction of that, nigga. You know what I mean? Most of the niggas I know gonna go get bop, 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 boop, boop, bop. You know what I'm saying? Flip a little something. Even with 100 bands. Even with just 100 bands. Nigga might go and make a whole life for itself. You know what I'm saying? With 100 bandos. But not when you've been getting spoon-fed your whole fucking life.
For his 3 children to $70,000, settled the rent on their mansion in Calabasas, and also picked up the bills for other expenses, which included renovations on the Jackson family home in Encino, Los Angeles. By the 5th anniversary of the King of Pop's death,
let's get the lights all the way up. Let's get them past 100. Go to the top right. If you're on a cell phone, press those 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. The rest of y'all stick your finger up your ass. But get them lights past 100.
Over $20 million had been spent supporting his 3 children, with Catherine's support payments and income from the estate increasing significantly each year since June 2009. By this time, Catherine Jackson was reportedly supporting many of her children and grandchildren with this additional income.
Look, Big Mama gotta take care of everything. He gave it to Big Mama. He said Big Mama gonna make sure even Dad. Cause I don't hate the nigga, but the nigga is gonna fuck up my bag. So here, mommy, if anybody's ever fucked up and something happened to me, you take care of it. You feel me? And if you pass away, then pass it to my kids because they understand what they supposed to do.
Prince, Paris, and Blanket were reportedly given as normal of a childhood as possible by their paternal grandmother, who decided to take them out of homeschooling soon after their father's passing and enrolled them in the Buckley School, an exclusive, private institution in the San Fernando Valley. Aside from the added social aspect of attending a regular high school, they did normal things kids enjoy, like visit Disney and Six Flags amusement parks, and regularly hung out with their wider family. Their cousin TJ Jackson eventually becoming their legal co-guardian alongside their grandmother Catherine. By the time each of Michael Jackson's children turned 18 years old, the singer had broken records after making an estimated $2 billion in profits since his death. And they were receiving an estimate $7 to $10 million each year from the late musician's estate. That's before the $33 million they're due to receive by the time they turn 40, and their income is only set to rise even further. A Jackson legal insider stating, quote, "They really are sitting on $1 billion future. None of them need to work again in their lives. It has been a remarkable turnaround, given that the estate only valued his business."
Now, I wanted to give y'all that backdrop just so y'all could get some, now, trust me, today we gonna get super nasty, right? It's gonna get super nasty. We definitely, if y'all know me, y'all know I gotta go into some Nature Boy shit later on. You know what I'm saying? By that time, we'll get this back. We'll get past this. But I wanted to give y'all a backdrop on the whole Michael Jackson shit, so y'all can understand that she's not just chatting.
Chinese, Japanese, all Americans should want answers because this appears to be something that is quite sinister. I will put a button on this by bringing up some tweets from Meek Mill. He has been under fire. The black media, quote unquote black media, is saying that he is gay. And he tweeted this: "I want to get citizenship in Ghana. America is made to tear black men down if you don't follow orders. Every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem gay. I change laws for our people and I donate millions. They are designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me though. You gotta really kill me. And I still will get bigger after death. This is God, not me. LOL. What do we say to that? Oh, well, what we always say every time a black man speaks out and says that he is being intentionally smeared in the press, we just say, well, Meek Mill must be paranoid. Meek Mill must be crazy. Again, how many people are we going to keep saying that about before we actually have a meaningful discussion about something that could be quite sinister happening in Hollywood? And yes, I think it is potentially so dangerous if these documents against Diddy are true that they will kill people.
And she said they threatened her life. And trust me, this happened yesterday. She just dropped this yesterday. But 4 days ago, she gave us way more. And we knew what was going to happen. Next thing you know, a fucking lawsuit against her.
Before they allow that ring to be exposed. And that is all that I am going to say on that matter. While experts anticipated rate cuts, inflation in the United States is still a significant economic concern. Think about it. The U.S. is in the hole.
All right, so let me go back real quick. And let me show you this other video. You know what I'm saying? It's the Diddy lawsuit. It's about the lawsuit and shit, right? Check it out. 1 second, Bulldoze.
This episode is brought to you by Preborn. Join me when I said that I wanted to look into the history of pornography. You are not going to believe what two men on Twitter said to me. And later, the CDC now has new COVID guidelines. Rejoice, conspiracy theorists, because it turns out that we were basically right about...
All right, we love you, Candace, but we got to get to the tea. You know what I'm saying?
Everything. All that and more today coming up on Candace Owens. Oh my gosh, where do we begin? All right, well, he's changed his name many times over the years. You might know him as Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Puff, P. Diddy, or just Diddy, the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. Okay, well, there have always been rumors, and quite frankly, I always...
Why she just did that for, man? Why she just did that? I forgot about that song. The D, the D, the I, the A. Yo, should we play the D, the D? No, freaky. That sounds crazy. Should we play the D? Should we play the D, the D, the I, the I, the I? It's Diddy. It's Diddy. The D, the D, the I, it's Diddy. Ayo, it's Diddy. It's Diddy. I think I'm gonna rap. I think I'm gonna do this song on somebody, but I'm gonna the D, the D, the I, the Y, the we, the Y, the T. I ain't go to school for a long time. I went to school in Attica. I got my GED in Green Correctional Facility in 1992. Don't expect too much from me. And for you motherfuckers that be coming around here trying to kick knowledge, I don't give a fuck about none of that. This is an entertainment channel. I'm not here to save you, and I don't expect none of you niggas to save me. I don't like you niggas. I don't like you niggas. I don't like you niggas, but I love the fucking song.
It's Bad Boy, baby.
Hey, hey.
And we won't stop.
Oh, and you don't stop.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick.
Oh, fuck this dog.
This chick named Time Delay. Was a hot girl, and everybody wanted to see.
Hey.
She wasn't fond of players. I only wanted ballers.
I'm taking a strike today, y'all.
So what you trying to tell me, dear? I got Bentley Benson and Mr. Belvedere. And I just want to blow your mind. I'm talking literally blow your mind.
Alright, that was some real Gemini shit, but she, you know.
They thought that they were conspiracies because they sounded crazy. First and foremost, rumors that he was gay. Also rumors that he was behind the killing of his quote-unquote best friend, the notorious B.I.G., and also that he had something to do with the killing of Tupac. Well, last year things got interesting because Combs' ex, her name was Cassandra, she went by Cassie, and she filed a federal lawsuit against him in New York alleging years of assaults. Now, again, they dated for like more than 10 years, so she obviously was very close to him and knew his lifestyle. Her lawsuit contained graphic allegations that he raped her in 2018, that he physically abused her, that he intimidated her, that he made her have sex with male escorts while he watched. The lawsuit also alleged that he blew up another artist's car, his name was Kid Cudi, in order to stop him from seeing Cassie romantically when him and Cassie split up. I mean, again, all of this sounds insane if it's true. Well, Kid Cudi thought the accusations were true. He said, yes, that is factually what happened. But of course, Diddy denied those allegations. And he instead came out and said that Cassie was simply trying to blackmail him for $30 million. And by the way, that is plausible, right? We've seen tons of those instances, especially in the era of Me Too. But this one felt a little different because we're like, okay, but she's known you for a very long time, and these allegations are quite weird, but we never got a follow-up there because then he very quickly settled with her for an undisclosed amount. And then even more women started coming out saying they were victims of Diddy, and then it seemed like an avalanche, and he issued a very strong statement condemning them for essentially extortion attempts and trying to murky his name. So again, you don't know what's real, you don't know what's not, until this recent lawsuit, and this one's different, guys. A man named Rodney Jones has come forward to sue Diddy, and this is not your average lawsuit. I will say right now, many lawsuits are in fact frivolous. I have fought and won frivolous lawsuits.
Now, we got into that the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do need to update you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know what's going on. Right? Now, in other news, I did a video yesterday Right? And I did it on my other channel. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, right? I'm not gonna tell you what the video was. I'm gonna just show y'all the thumbnail. Hit the like button, go to the top right. Look at this shit here. This is the video I did on my other channel, not that one. This one right there. He says that Nature Boy is not guilty, y'all. Should I cover that on this channel, man? I don't know, man. Later on, like, do a whole video on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is what the man said, though, y'all. Just so you know. My man right here.
This situation with Nature Boy is something that I'm taking personal. Very, very personal. And a lot of us should be taking this topic personal with Nature Boy. Why do I say that? Why do I feel some type of way about what happened to Nature Boy? For those of y'all that...
Before we go any further, let's look at the poll. The poll says, I don't even know what I asked y'all. Let me see. I asked y'all, is Diddy wildin'? 78% of the people, which is 205 votes, you know what I'm saying, say yeah. So there's basically like 170 people right now that say that Diddy is wildin'. I really mess with Hasan Campbell, but I watched that video of Nature Boy does not deserve for like the 10 years. Okay, yeah, I understand he don't deserve that much time. I understand that. I understand that. I do. I understand what you're saying. But this ain't his first video about Nature. I got a video from 3 years ago with him and Bullis got it. But listen to what he said yesterday.
That don't know who Nature Boy is.
I got no beef with Haas. Go ahead.
He is the leader, the tribal leader, some say cult leader of Carbon Nation, right? Shut up, dog. Carbon Nation, right? Nature Boy got...
You remember when I did that skit to Hasan and I threw the cat? Like, shut up, cat.
Life in jail plus 10 years. And initially he has an essay, a R. Kelly charge, right? That's his charge, right? But
now remember those words, brother. Initially, he has an essay charge. Remember that. Everybody in the chat, remember that.
R. Kelly charge, right? It's 10 years. And initially he has an essay, a R. Kelly charge.
Initially, sexual assault charge.
Right? That's his charge, right? But me listening...
Mac Mizzle show, I didn't see you good looking, bro. I'm confused why he needs to be so sexual all the time.
It's in the court procedures. Me listening to the testimony of the witness who put him in jail. In her own words, and I'll play this for y'all later on. She said they was making love. Everybody done had some breakup sex. No, baby, don't go. Don't go, baby. No, get off of me. Kissing, hugging, touching. Please don't go, baby. Please stay. That's what he had. Not that, get off me. No, stop.
I hope you ain't fucking on your girl after she say she don't want to fuck, man. I'm just saying. I'm not talking to nobody specific, but I hope you're not out here doing that. Talking about, she like, no, shit, I don't feel like it. He's like, nah, you gonna feel like it. You gonna feel like it, ass nigga. Harpo.
But go. It was a difference.
It was, excuse me, mister.
It was a big difference. And I see that on all the major social media platforms, whether it be YouTube or...
This shit is for me, it's entertainment and a social experiment. Some of you niggas is crazy.
Instagram or the news. They're trying to annihilate the brother. And his charges, his essay charges, but what they did in court was play the bait and switch. He's not on trial for being a cult leader. Those are not his charges. Now, if you want to get him for posting revenge porn on the internet, y'all got him. Do he deserve and should he have life in jail for that? Absolutely not. And I see the audio, I see the video rather, with him explaining, him laying on the bed and the baby touching him as he gradually finished having sex with one of them females. Okay, cool. It didn't sound right. In another video, he explained it better. That video, it sounds horrible. I'm not arguing with that. That video sounds horrible.
Is this nigga bugging? Type 1 in the chat, this nigga's bugging. You gotta know when to shut up, bro.
But let's be real, right? Us real fathers out there. Which one of us,
oh hell no, real fathers,
ain't actually ever had sex in the same bed when one of our children, the baby. I'm talking about the baby. You got a newborn baby, the baby fell asleep in the bed. You ain't never had sex in the same room with your child?
Yo, facts. One, Dale, salute. See Simba, one, salute. You know what I'm saying? Where all the fathers at? Where all the fathers at? You had a father in your life, type 1. No, excuse me, because type 2, if you ever had a father in your life. Where all the fathers at?
None of y'all never had sex in the same room with your baby after you gave birth?
Ming, salute. LeVar Davis. Hey, yo, he corny as hell. See Simba. And it was cringe to see his dirty nails scratch that kitty. Press charges too.
Birth to a baby. Let's stop. Let's stop being so hypocritical. Like the same things that make you laugh and make you cry. Every last one of our black celebrities got rich off of disrespecting, not every one of them, but most of them, got rich off of disrespecting black women. When we going to go back to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, when we going to go back to Eminem, NWA, what are we doing here? It's like, y'all love Chris Sean.
I'm just playing, y'all.
And Blueface for the same thing that Chris Brown is being hated for in the same industry. I'm not saying that I agree with the things that Nature Boy was doing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that man went to trial for false charges. And if they could do that to him, they could do it to you. I don't care about how y'all personally feel about that man, because half of y'all mad because he got a bunch of women. And y'all can't do that. But let's be real now. For the real dudes that's watching me, the real dudes, you got a lot of women too. So most of the dudes that got a bunch of women, and most black dudes got more than one woman, let's be real. Most black dudes throughout their whole lives had more than one woman. Let's be real. So now y'all mad at this dude? For what? For being the same person that y'all want to be secretly? How many of you dudes is begging and pleading and wishing that you could have more than one wife? So the proof is in the pudding. Half the chicks that don't like him is mad because they got cheated on or dogged out by a dude just like him. Nature Boy is a product of his environment. He is a product of his environment. He's what the black community made him. Now we mad at him? Y'all not mad at little Mike and Ray Ray for shooting the block up? Y'all not mad at little Mike and Ray Ray for shooting the block up. But you mad because Nature Boy took a bunch of women and men out of the community and made something out of himself? Half you dudes watching me don't even treat your woman right at home. And you mad about how he treating his woman? He's not on trial for being a cult leader. He was on trial for an essay charge. And that woman in that audio made it very, very clear that they had passionate sex, breakup sex, and he was convicted of being a cult leader and hung in a court of law. What we call it? White man's justice. black man's grief. He without sin cast the first stone. We celebrate our own destruction every day. Every TV show, damn near more than half the songs that come through the radio celebrate our destruction. Why y'all so mad at him? Anyway, probably get ready to go live in about an hour or two. Y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.
This right here is a lot of greenery. I would be way more peaceful having all these goddamn flowers around. These right here, we got these shit all over Kentucky and Cincinnati. I mean Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get into some other smut. What we got going on over here? Let me look at the comments real quick. Larry, boys lost. He made something of himself. There's the people, this ain't me, man. Damn. This woman is just walking around on the beaches in Brazil, showing what's going on. I'm going to show y'all some news. But this right here is the video, you know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all missed it, because I was live like at 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Most likely y'all did miss that. This Bullets Gotti. Brother Nature Boy.
You know, I had a conversation with what they tried to pull up with the baby situation with you with the baby. Like, first and foremost, I understood.
That's 3 years ago when he was explaining the whole shit about the baby. Now,
I listened to a little of what you said or whatever. I understood exactly what you were saying. You see what I'm saying? No, you wasn't playing with the kid. I understood what you were saying. And a lot of people were so hypocritical. So many dudes that had sex in the same bed with their kids laying in the same bed. Some niggas is having sex in the bed with their dog with another man's child. You see what I'm saying? And this is what they do, but they want to pass judgment on you. I'm not really with that. People want to judge you. Oh, he did this, he did that with this person. When a motherfucker's hungry, you a young man, you in poverty, you going through some of the worst it was. I can't judge you. But see, the funny part about it is, the way I feel about this is, they have a problem with Nature Boy and whatever gay scenes, because I don't really know the stories too much, but I've heard stories. I refuse to listen. They got a problem with you, but they don't got a problem with power. Yeah. Well, where the shit is going with the gay scenes that's being put in there, they got a problem with you. They teased me for being molested, but they didn't have a problem watching Empire. They loved it. They didn't have a problem with Dwayne Wade trying to turn a little boy into a girl, which I don't see you doing at all. You see what I'm saying? They ain't have a problem with Alicia Keys running around putting nail polish on them.
Man, knock it off. It seemed like this nigga conveniently sucked. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It seemed like you conveniently suck dick when it suits you right. Now, I'm not gonna just leave that statement out there. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow's Ramadan, so I'm gonna be way more nicer tomorrow. But today, my nigga, you suck anybody dick. You know what I'm saying? And move the goalpost just to get next to them. What I mean by that is that on one end, you masquerading as a gangster. You out here telling people that I snitched on you and I had the fucking U.S. Marshal sent to your house and shit, right? Now, you know, so on that one end, you a gangster. But then, you know, when it's time to sit down with 6ix9ine, you understand why he snitched. You went as far as to get next to the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, sit down with him. Well, Whack 100 was a piece of shit. He was a fake blood, all of this crazy shit. Until it was time to sit down. Now, you my best friend. Same thing with everybody else, bro. So I'm just saying, it just seemed like you conveniently moved the goalpost. Here it is, you a Muslim, brother, right? To giving this nigga advice on how to pimp bitches and keep your hoes in check. With this goofy Bullets Gotti is sitting around. You know what I'm saying? Major fail. That advice or whatever predictions you had for him didn't fucking mean nothing. You wanna know why? Because this nigga is locked up with life plus 10 years. And PC. Sucking dick in PC. Hell no, nigga. Niggas got matching chains on, two fix. What the fuck going on? We Muslims, we ain't supposed to wear gold. I'm saying that we supposed to smoke weed. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. But guess what? After I smoke this weed, I put it down. I don't wear a chain on my neck all day.
Little boy, something that I don't see you doing at all. They not challenging Alicia Keys for putting a nail polish on a little boy. They ain't flipping on Swiss Beats for running around co-signing that shit. Nah, because he a DJ and a rapper. But Nature Boy, he come from the bottom and he got a light.
This is the most severe case of ball hugging I've seen from a nigga in a while. And they ball hug each other.
That they try to put out because you ain't supposed to have that light.
Hey yo, Hans, let me say something, man, cause my computer was acting up. I had to restart my drink. That's why I was in and out. But let me just say this, because this is what I said earlier, and I'll say this again. If y'all got a problem with Hasan Campbell, y'all got a problem with me, y'all got a problem with Nature Boy, y'all don't gotta watch us. We not forcing y'all to watch us. We not forcing y'all to support us. We not forcing y'all to tell us.
You are forcing us to watch you. All right, Bullets Gotti, finish playing.
So we don't like you. We don't like y'all coming on here. Don't if you don't like us, like they used to say back in the day.
Oh yeah, let's not get twisted, man. Everybody look random, but I got staff. Them special effects and all that shit when I do my StreamYards, it ain't me, man.
Turn the TV station.
They just automatically know when I want to shut the fuck up. Like talk.
Turn the YouTube.
Stop. Talk.
Change.
Stop. Talk.
You know what I mean? Ignore the motherfuckers and stop having us in your recommendations. Y'all
tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, in my live, I'm gonna have shit popping up on the screen, emojis and shit like that, polls and all that. It's gonna be a way different type of show moving forward.
Watch it because you admire us. You admire Hasan. You admire MB. You admire myself.
It's a sneak preview of what we about to do.
Y'all admire us because y'all want to beat us. Y'all want to have the courage.
We're trying to take down corrupt politicians. Yeah. We trying to take down corrupt politicians. We trying to take down demons, devils, bullies. Oh yeah, the content is ever flowing out here. The content gonna flow. Alright? And that's what we gonna do. Salute the Latin Pain. And on the opposite, on the other end, we're gonna pick up the people that we want. We're gonna use our voice to pick up the niggas the people that deserve it. I ain't talking about these people that's popular over there. I'm talking about people like y'all that got some legit shit that you got going on. You selling something or you pushing some sort of product or message and shit. We're gonna rock with those people that we believe in. We're gonna take down shit like McDonald's. We're gonna bust shit open like that and show you how these niggas feed niggas horse and Taco Bells. Yeah. Equine. That's horse. They don't say that you got horse meat in here. They say equine. Equine is horse meat, nigga. Y'all up in fucking Taco Bell's like, ooh, baby. Go right back around. You know what I'm saying? You don't even get out the parking lot, nigga. You going right back around. Give me 3 more of those crunchy tacos, horse tacos. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Chinese restaurants in New York ain't giving y'all rats. I'm not gonna show the rats because Monique, if she's here, she's gonna get mad at me and she's gonna leave. But I would dead ass show you these niggas eating a rat. Yeah, and you think that I'm kidding? Type Chinese eating rat. And I ain't gonna play it right now. Dead ass, that shit like Peking duck. I probably would eat it if I ain't know. Yo, bro, give me 2 more. Man, they bones is real small and all that. I bit through the bones, ain't even those bones. This is that good chicken, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You don't see no rats around. And, you know what I'm saying? And in Chinatown, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate to sound like this, but as soon as you get off the train station, there's rats all on the stairs. They in the fruit stand. They on the fruits everywhere. And the China just hit them like they not. I'm scared of that, bro. I'm more scared of a rat than a gun. A nigga come up to me, you know what I'm saying? He cock a rat back, boom, you know what I'm saying? And throw the rat on me, bro. I'm dropping my jewelry, whatever I got, money, everything. He can get it if he got a rat in his hand. You got a gun, nigga, I might fight you with a gun, but not with a rat. But Chinese people, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen on, you know what I mean? And this is documented on my channel. The ones I've seen, they will take a rat and put barbecue sauce on that motherfucker, cut them up, boil, listen, you know what they do, how to get the fur off? They do boiling water, take them by the tail, dip them in the boiler.
It's to speak the way we speak. We don't have the same feelings.
Get the likes up, man. Top right, hit the 3 dots. You know what I'm saying?
That y'all had.
If y'all got a request, I'm gonna look at the video. I'm gonna look at the chat in a second, and we're gonna find out what type of sorted foul requests y'all got. Who we need to get at?
And think about the system like y'all do. See, y'all sheep. We woke. That's the problem. We fully aware
Oh,
about it.
hell no. Who the fuck let this dummy up? I forgot you was around. Yo, Gotti, if you don't fucking hurry up and give me my motherfucking interview, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go bad on you, bro. Alright? Get your ass over here.
Ourselves. We know who we are. That's why Hasan up here.
You gotta answer for your sins, bro.
That's why, and we up here, y'all didn't, listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all didn't,
But at the end of the day, like, when a person, first of all, what he do in his house is his business. Totally his business. I can't point a finger. And first of all, I don't know what goes on in the brother house. I know I had issues and had issues of my own. We all go through our shit. What go on in my house is none of your business. Let a man be a man in his house.
Now, I do gotta remind y'all. Real quick. Let me just show y'all. My son is a wild boy. My son a wild boy. This one is wild. Okay, here we go. Doodle. This one is called Doodle on My Dick, y'all. No disrespect to people that's... But this is dead ass called Doodle on My Dick. Got it. Doodle on my dick. Here you go. Enjoy this, y'all.
Doodle on my dick. Why y'all worried about it? Dropping the weight of his hips all on that boy's yellow ass.
Oh, let's go back. My bad.
About if I want doodle on my dick, why y'all worried about it? Dropping the weight of his hips all on that boy's yellow ass.
Now that's on my other channel, Mac Mean TSTV. Type that up. You'll see a channel. It says Mac Mean TSTV. And if you want to go watch Doodle on the door, whatever, then you go check that out.
Unless that woman is calling the police saying this man is hurting me or whatever, it's none of your business. And that's the bottom line of that. This is what dudes got to start understanding. Stay out of people's business. Let people live their life. I want to see powerful thing that you can do. But you got to understand something too. When you see those fires going on in California, over 1 billion animals was murdered in those fires in California.
1 billion animals were murdered. 1 billion animals were murdered, my nigga. Do you know how long? Yo, let me tell you something. I murdered 1 million animals. I know that. You probably murdered 1 million. It take a lot of people to murder 1 billion animals, my nigga. Even if you get let's say if you get 1 billion is 1,000 million. If you get 1 million fat bitches and put a bunch of chicken in front of them, that will classify them as murdering. But nobody got murdered. They just died. My opinion.
When you see those fires going on in California, over 1 billion animals was murdered in those fires in California. What they didn't tell you, that there's natives that lived in those jungles in California.
Truth lady, assalamu alaikum. Tomorrow Ramadan starting, I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need you to keep a close eye on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need the Muslims to be around. Cause I'm still be talking, but I'm just not gonna be talking the way I'm talking today.
California, those wasn't just houses. Those were acres of
I know how to switch it up, y'all.
Land and natives that lived there that they don't tell you about that birthed in those fires.
Damn.
So they was erasing history and they was reducing the food population.
Damn.
Now you see them growing 3D chicken McNuggets and McDonald's.
He everything, even the garbage can get a steak, you know what I'm saying? Everything that we say ain't wrong. A lot of shit we saying is real.
It's not food. You gotta understand, going back to nature, that's why this brother.
Okay, here we go with the ball hugging again.
Brother calling himself Nature Boy, and he trying to go back to nature and push that energy. That's where we supposed to be. They're moving us into the inner cities. They're unleashing tornadoes to knock down houses all around America to push people back into the cities. They're closing down the Walmart, the Kmart's, the Target. These are the places that the white people.
By the way, Kmart in New York, they done ran down Cash Jordan just dropped a video about how they niggas is folly in New York. And which brings me back to why y'all niggas is all up in New York anyway. Yo, some of y'all niggas doing so bad, man. If I could tell some of y'all doing bad stories, man, you niggas would be embarrassed, bro. Niggas is doing bad in New York, you know what I mean? But they stay out there. Niggas don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? All them Targets is closed. They never had a Walmart, you know what I mean? The Arab stores getting ran up in there. That niggas running up and shooting the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're shooting them for their weed. Let's not get twisted. It's got all that weed up in there. They running up in there clapping niggas. It's wild in New York.
People in the country, people are working. When those closed down, they just eliminated the jobs. Now you moving out of your farmland and your house land back into the cities where they can control you because there's no jobs there to keep you afloat. And
Wow.
this is why I tell
Facts.
This is why I tell people too. You got to sit back and analyze now, right? These people gave you Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and all I see is niggas getting up there throwing shade at each other. This motherfucker.
Well, we learned it from watching you, Daddy.
Fucker gave you an online business to make money online. The world in the future, everything that's going on right now is online. How you not getting online money, but you sitting up there throwing tweets and talking bad about each other?
Hey,
Where the money at?
Let me say.
There go that girl again, y'all. We didn't know. We just thought it was a bunch of bitches. Now we know their stories. There she go again, Velvet. Velvet, how you doing? I know she mad at me right now. Hey, but look, Babe Velvet, I invite you to come to my channel so we can sit down and talk, because I'll treat you like a sister and I'll listen to your story, but you can't bullshit it. Understand where I'm from? I'm from the town. All right, so let's get to Cash Jordan real quick. You know what I'm saying? We'll go back to this if y'all want to get to this later. But I want to show y'all some important shit. So you niggas that stuck in New York, you dumbass motherfuckers that can't, you know what I'm saying, pay your rent. You niggas all piled up on each other. You feel me? The Venezuelan niggas over there tearing shit up. Hey, it is what it is. Heard niggas is all living behind niggas' stores and shit for $500 a pop. The government giving these niggas a bag. These niggas got a little bag. You know what I'm saying? They fucking New York up, huh? Alright, let's get to this Cash Jordan, right? A lot of y'all niggas just watch the same shit, man. I'll be all over the place. Oh, before we get... Nah, let's not do that. Cash Jordan. Y'all not subscribed to Cash Jordan, y'all bugging the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Cash Jordan, the white boy that be... Alright, so check it out. I'll show you what he do. Look at this shit. New York is falling apart. And just in case niggas try to get at me later, old Chinese man. So niggas ain't eating that shit. Niggas said, oh my God, cooking rat and mouse to eat. Man captures and eats nothing but rats for 20 years. You think these niggas don't eat rats? And y'all call, you know what y'all calling this shit? Y'all calling this shit rib tips and all type of wild shit. Bro, that's rats. This nigga's catching rats. What the fuck is this? I've never seen this before. I'm sorry, Monique, if you hear, because Monique leave when I start showing the niggas cooking, eating rats. But let's not think that this is some racist shit, because Africans eat dogs, some of them. And no allegedly on that, you know what I mean? I watched them. These niggas have no fucking chill. You know what? I'm doing an injustice to y'all, because this is some old nigga, right? Look, people up out here, they like, hell no, I don't see nobody eat no rat. But I gotta cover my back and let y'all know that that's how it's going down. Barbecue rat styles. Rat. Oh my goodness. That's what bullets gotta eat. Curry rat. Curry motherfucking rat. Alright, let's get back to Cash Joy. You know what I'm saying? Alright, it begins. New York the stores permanently leave. Over theft. These niggas is running down the stores doing the devil work. New York doing bad, son.
$5 million effort to stop retail theft and property crimes.
$45 million. That's a lot of money, but shoplifting here is also up 60% for some reason.
After entering the store, police say customers were ordered to get to the ground. The suspects then went to town, stealing about $51,000 worth of high-end merchandise.
We had a shoplifter in the store, and we had escorted him out of the store 4 times. The 5th time, he got upset and he threatened us.
In each case, the thieves are in and out quickly, taking off with tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise.
The smash and grab efforts, they go in and swipe everything off the shelves, and oftentimes they're loading into a stolen vehicle.
The problem getting so bad, New York State is setting up a task force to tackle it.
It aims to bolster security measures for businesses and establishes task forces within law enforcement that specifically target shoplifters.
Our criminal justice system is insane.
So shoplifting is up 64% in New York, which means that if a store was getting
get the fuck out of New York.
robbed 5 times a day, it's now getting robbed 8 or 9 times a day. And this trend shows no signs of slowing down. And according to a recent survey, 93% of New York City grocers were shoplifted last year. We're talking soap, candles, even the ice cream is getting stolen. And not only is it locked up, they unscrewed the handles, there's a lock on the top, and there's locks on the bottom of every refrigerator. But even though New York's governor has a $45 million plan to address shoplifting, critics say it's not going to do anything because it doesn't address the real reasons why crime here is out of control. On top of that, it's recently been exposed that when a business does dial 911 for shoplifting, the response times are so slow, the criminals usually get away. But according to this article, officers in high crime areas have started WhatsApp text groups. Apparently, merchants can share photos and intel with each other and with the...
So that means that when you stealing, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that's watching you stealing that don't say nothing, but you see him on his phone, they're on the motherfucking app, ratting on you, letting the motherfucking people know, watch this nigga with the all black shirt on, you know what I'm saying? And the fucking Uggs. And I don't know how you men is out there still wearing Uggs trying to be sexy. Fuck out of here, man.
Police to help stop criminals.
Go get a pair of Timberlands, man. And get your life right.
And prevent crimes in progress. It's like a secret high-tech version of 911 the rest of us can't text. But before we look at why shoplifting in New York City is likely only going to get worse, it's important to understand that the types of shoplifting the city is now experiencing.
Yo, they cut off Facebook and Instagram the other day, and these niggas lost their holy mind. You know what I'm saying? Imagine in New York how that shit's gonna look when them niggas try to get in the supermarket and can't get no water.
Are unlike anything that's ever happened here before. So, one of the craziest heists in recent New York City memory happened a couple of weeks ago right here at the Gucci store in the middle of New York's meatpacking district. Apple store across the street, there's a luxury hotel, there's a Tesla dealership, Lululemon. It's the entire corner here right on 14th Street.
You can see the suspects, 2 men and a woman, at work. Police say customers were ordered to get to the ground. The suspects then went to town, stealing about about $51,000 worth of high-end merchandise. Now to the getaway.
Now, I'm not a detective, but that woman, her face is clearly visible. She'll definitely get caught, and after she gets caught in a plea deal, she'll rat out the other two. But these crooks had time, they had as much time as they wanted to steal whatever they wanted from that store, and that's exactly what they did. No security, no police. They just walked in and walked out. Now, yes, $45 million is a lot of money to address crimes like this, but the criminals here made off with $51,000 worth of stuff. And these new...
Hasan, what up? Assalamu alaikum. Where's the Whole Foods?
Plans. Not only do they ignore the main reason why this is happening, those criminals are still out there.
The woman pulled up to the curb in a black Honda CRV right near the store entrance. Once the men...
I'm gonna tell you why I fuck with Cash Jordan. Because when it come down to the Venezuelans, that nigga Cash Jordan and Famous Richard, ironically, we're gonna look at Famous Richard. He interviewing the fucking the Venezuelans that's down there. They the only ones that's talking about it, really.
Or inside the vehicle, it sped off. Police say the suspects drove through the Lincoln Tunnel onto New Jersey, and from there, we don't know where they went.
So the getaway car was actually parked right here, and there's a fire hydrant. This is actually a no parking zone right in front of the store. It's almost like the perfect place to illegally park if you're gonna do something else that's even more illegal, and then get away right away because there's no traffic. Although they did almost hit a cyclist at the end of the street. Now the getaway vehicle they were in was also likely stolen. And what's also crazy is when you look at that security footage, you don't see any flashing lights out here on the street. This was a clean escape. No one was coming to stop these guys.
If y'all fucking with the look of how it looks right now, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to go back to the old look, type 1.
And although the store employees probably called 911, the reason so many stores are closing is because 911 isn't as effective as it used to be.
I don't understand this. They have security there. Obviously, security did not want to engage with them because you don't know if they're carrying guns or whatever. But they took their darn time. They were wheeling luggage. They had big armfuls of bags. I mean, it didn't look like they ran in or ran out.
Interesting. So the store itself had security. But honestly, you can't blame security for failing to engage armed bandits. This little white bag is just not worth your life. And what's also pretty crazy is the time at which this took place. Broad daylight.
Hit the like button. Go to the top right. Tap the 3 buttons. Like
just like right now. This did not go down in the middle of the night. It happened during the middle of the day. They're not worried about police. They're not worried about consequences. They're not even...
Robert, assalamu alaikum.
They're worried about getting caught. And you'd assume that most $50,000 heists involve criminals escaping into the night. But
I love it. The Muslims support this show, man. You know, inshallah, man, we're gonna be reading some juice on my other channel. We're gonna get some good shit done.
That's not what happened. They just drove down 14th Street. But if you think 50,000...
If y'all love this look of my video, man, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, type, put a heart emoji.
$1 is a lot.
So I know, I just want to know what y'all like.
The next...
The shit look, I don't give a fuck how it looks, honestly.
Next heist we're gonna cover, which also...
I just care that y'all get the information.
Place this past month, the criminals made off with 5 times as much stuff.
Has been replaced on the cellar doors at Rebag, a luxury boutique where thieves broke in through the basement last week and took off with handbags and jewelry worth $225,000.
So this next heist has a lot of similarity.
Y'all said keep the borders open. Now we got a fucking million Chinese niggas coming in from Ecuador, all type. Like, how the fuck? And looking clean. They come in here for that money grab. The government giving them that bag. Any bum ass nigga that got a little extra space in his house is renting rooms out. Cause they ain't got no fucking apartments to rent. You gotta rent a room. You gotta rent a room. You behind somebody's store. You know what I'm saying? They building shit up like back in the days in the Bronx. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was homeless, but they had some place to stay. Cause they built some shit up in a fucking dirty lot or some shit. Nah, not no more. These niggas is giving motherfuckers $500, $1,000 just to be settled in. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be put somewhere until they can figure it out and go get their own crib and all that. And once they figure it out, see what the Mexicans did? The Mexicans figured it out and took over this fucking country, nigga.
With the Gucci ice, except the store is smaller and the crooks made off with way more.
You give 1 million black people, you know what I'm saying? After all the shit we've been through, you give 1 million black people $50,000 each. I'm not saying that a majority ain't gonna fuck that money up, but a lot of us done fucked up a lot of money, and we tired of fucking money up. We get together. If they gave 100 of y'all 50,000 right now, y'all will all give me 25,000. You know what I'm saying? To invest your money. That's how fed up you is of being broke. Feel me? Most of the people that you know, whether it's Spanish or black, I'm talking about people that been in America. Fuck the color. Let's talk about Americans. Americans, we ain't doing good. A lot of the motherfucking immigrants that came here that I grew up with, like the Cambodians, Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? Some Puerto Ricans. I mean, well, Puerto Rico is a part of America, of the United States. But let's say like the Ecuadorians, that I know, the Africans, all these people that been here, that's like just like us, niggas. They rock Timbs, you know what I'm saying? They talk just like us and all that. They families had a hard time because they didn't have the information to be able to cash out like that. But right now, with social media, everybody's finding out. They're like, what? Go to America? Get, oh, it's not 50,000. It's way more than that now. To get that, a bag, what I do? Walk through a jungle, come through here, and then once I get there, I can just, oh, hell no. They looking at the motherfucking videos of the Venezuelans and the Africans and everybody else that's already over here for this money grab. You gotta ask yourself, what the fuck is the real agenda?
More money, which way?
Everybody you know fucked up. Ask somebody to send you $100 right now. Yo, bro, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Can you cash out me $100? Ask anybody. I'm talking about Americans, the people that's from here. Americans, whether you Chinese American, African American, Latino American, whatever. Fuck your family got, nigga. They ain't got shit, nigga. But these niggas, they get everything. Meanwhile, when Trump was talking about close the borders, y'all said, nah, everybody needs a shot. Everybody needs a shot. Well, take your bitch ass to China and see what type of shot they give you, especially during COVID when they kicked all the Africans out of their fucking country. Get up out of here, nigga. Y'all the ones that's bringing it here. Go to Sweden. Go up the block to Canada. See if they let you go over there and just be a fucking resident in their spot and give you 100 bands or so. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, man. Especially if you go with your family. You go with your family, oh no. All three of your cousins. Nigga, this is the plan. We're gonna take this money, we're gonna put it down over here. This is how we're gonna live for 1 year. We're gonna each pay $300 and we're gonna go get us, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna each pay $500, which is $2,000. We're gonna get us a 1-bedroom apartment. Y'all tour the living room, us tour, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they're gonna do for a whole year. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? And during the whole time, everybody I know that's not native to this country but been in this country for a while, all send money back to Honduras, Bolivia, you know what I'm saying? Africa, you know what I mean? All my people send money back. How the fuck is they able to send money back after being over here for a year? We can't go to their country and just do that. So I understood when Trump was saying, lock the borders down. Fuck that. Yeah, lock them borders down, nigga.
Makes me think it's an inside job. Now, when I say money, I mean merchandise. And this place was stellar, but according to the news, this cheap padlock here with a 4-digit combination, this was supposed to keep everything in the store safe, which it was sadly unable to do. Yes, I know this is a replacement, but
let's not be duped. Don't think that some of these store owners ain't robbing themselves for the insurance money. Let's not get it twisted.
Believe it or not, this door
it happened during the George Floyd. When they was riding and all that shit, a lot of fucking store owners seen the money grab and they broke into their own store. They broke the windows down and all that. But what they did was take the majority of the merchandise out of the store the day before, and then they go over there, break the store up, you know what I'm saying? They say that our shit was ruined. They stole everything. Meanwhile, the shit is in storage somewhere, and you cash out, you know, with a little $250,000 insurance thing.
Right here. This is how the crooks got in.
Police say they were later seen on MTA video after they took the subway to
And just because they see them on the videos doesn't mean that the owners are not involved.
Queens. Although the burglary happened in the middle of the night, it's yet another high-profile, high-end theft.
So these crooks, once again, not the brightest bulbs on the shelf. They were smart enough to get in here and steal everything and get away with it, but they weren't smart enough not to take the subway where there's cameras everywhere. But this had to have been...
When the last time you went to go do a massive fucking store robbery and took the train back? Knock it off.
Inside job. Because how else do you know what's on the other side of a door like this? The basements in these 100...
Thank you, an inside job. How the fuck do you know those things, these right here, these grates, they all over New York City, my nigga. We used to jump on them, you know what I'm saying? My sisters used to be like, hell no, we're gonna fall in. So they used to walk around them. But how the fuck do they know that where the fuck that leads to and how to get in there. Like I just said, inside job.
Job. Because how else do you know what? There's cameras everywhere. But this had to have been an inside job. Because how else do you know what's on the other side of a door like this? The basements in these 100-year-old buildings are not exactly straightforward. There's all kinds of twists and turns. It's like a labyrinth down there. Plus there's probably other security measures, different doors that are locked, cameras, other devices like alarms that could alert the authorities. And now the question becomes, how did they know what was inside here? Were they employees? Were they vendors who delivered items to the store? And to prove this was
Or was they the owners that seen the money grab with the fucking insurance claim and said, yo, listen, all this shit jumping off, we might as well get our money now before shit get too hot.
Meditated. Right next door, you have another luxury store. Ditto across the street, and across the street next to that. This neighborhood is basically all stores. And what this basically means is that it was not a random act of theft. No, that's not what happened. They knew that that hatch lit inside the store. They knew what was inside the store. They knew what time to go, and they got $250,000 worth of stuff. That's insane. And police say in this area there have been 30 burglaries so far this year. These stores are all going to close because of theft.
First protocol is just to make sure your staff is safe, which is the most scary part about it all.
Tommy Torres and his colleague Matty Jolito work at 7 for All Mankind just next door to Rebag. Soho community groups say security's been stepped up. Frustration here is giving way to resignation.
So that interview took place at this store, which is next to the store that was ransacked. You gotta feel so bad for the people working at a little store like this, putting their life on the line. But the thing nobody seems interested in talking about is that if you steal under $1,000 worth of stuff in New York, it's a misdemeanor. Yeah, yes, $250,000, that's way more than a misdemeanor amount. But how do you think those criminals...
I know, damn, I just called that out, $250,000, $250,000.
Got practice working up to those big numbers. They probably gained experience robbing lesser stores for lesser amounts of money. In fact, repeat offenders are so common that 30% of the retail theft crime in 2022 was committed by just 300 people. But unfortunately, repeat offenders don't just target luxury boutiques, which is why the next heist on our list is probably the...
So it's the same 300 people that's getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, a law is about to change, and it's in favor of big business. Trust me when I tell y'all.
Saddest one of them all.
I really don't give a fuck. Y'all want to stay in New York, you know what I'm saying, paying that high ass rent, getting robbed like that, you know what I'm saying, then that's your fucking business. It has nothing to do with the kid. Alright? Now, damn, man.
The first time I went to...
Uh-oh. Now, Brian Glaze Gibbs comes out, man, and he's speaking, you know, this ain't has nothing to do with nothing, but I wanted y'all to hear this, man. For the people that know, you know what I'm saying? Let's hear this shit real quick. Now, if y'all don't know what this guy is, if y'all new to this channel, this man is a lady killer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, he'll kill a bitch. That's what he went to jail for, killing a couple females and stuff like that. But he had something to say about Hasan Campbell. Let's go.
Hasan Campbell. Right now,
he calls him Hasan.
Another opportunity to take it to that next level and learn from your mistake. Hey, today what I'm gonna talk about is
Hasan Campbell. Right now, where's everybody's talking about Hasan Campbell? Like,
no, you're not. Hasan Campbell. You're the only one talking about him and me right now.
Campbell. Right now, where's everybody's talking about Hasan Campbell? Like, he been on the internet, been on Black, got a hell of a platform. And you know what? Everybody's beating him up.
Mm-hmm.
Beating him about what? Because once again, it's a clip going around about him speaking about, you know, African Bambaataa, a person that right now is that took advantage of him and so many other young cats based upon his reputation and based upon his influence in the music industry. So even with that being said, right now is you got everybody talking about Hasan Campbell, how that clip is out, how he's praising African Bambaataa, how he said right now he's supposed to be going to the store for his mother.
Yeah, I can't get past this nigga when you say Hasan Campbell.
Hasan Campbell, how that clip is out, how he's praising African Bambaataa, how he said right now he's supposed to be going to the
nigga troll
store for his mother. And basically he used to take his time because he wanted to go to the fun house. He wanted to go to
Nah, man. Yo, man, why is he bothering Hasan for, man? Yeah, everybody know the fun house is Africa Bambaata's house, man. That's fucked up, bro.
Bambaataa, how he said right now he's supposed to be going to the store for his mother. And basically, he should take his time because he wanted to go to the fun house. He wanted to go to African Bambaataa house because guess what? Every time you go there, you have a good time. And then you got him smiling like he's really enjoying himself. Hey, folks, listen, man. Here it is to me right now is, look, man. First of all, hats off to him because he's brave. How many
Yeah, he said hats off to him. Yeah, this nigga's a whole troll.
cats went through what he went through but afraid to speaking about it? How many cats?
Get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes past 100, man. Go to the top right, hit them 3 dots.
No, that went through what he went through and they swept it up under the rug. Right now they living in denial. This man got the balls, got the guts to speak up on it. Sharing some of the most embarrassing moment of being a young man, growing to be a man.
Your mother suck, nigga. Fuck out of here, you homo.
Being assaulted by another man. Being taken advantage. How many individuals would do that? So right now is, guess what? Right now we're quick to judge. But once again, I give him credit for being brave. Look at all the stuff that's coming out now about Puff and Meek Mills and Usher and everybody else and all this stuff been going on for years. But once again, everybody want to keep it hush hush. Nobody want their dirty secret to come out.
But I've been saying that for a while. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect Hasan Campbell. You gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? Because most niggas would have swept that shit up under the rug. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'd have been a whole killer. I'd have been a killer. Y'all have turned me bad. Dying me and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing me bad like that. And, you know.
But he's brave enough. And then not only that, even if you look at that clip, you can see right now is this dude is traumatized from that whole ordeal. He's still traumatized. He will always be traumatized. And right now is, guess what? If he never got professional help.
And right now, and guess what? If he never got professional help, this nigga's a whole fucking snitch. Hey, yo, did I tell y'all that Glaze Gibbs is a lady killer? Listen, this nigga's running around killing people and shit like that in New York. Snitched on everybody. Came, you know what I'm saying? Went to jail, snitched on everybody. Now he home, whole killer, online, trolling Hasan Campbell.
Help! You know what?
Shame on you, killer.
He always gonna be hurt. He would never heal from that process. He trying to heal that process.
Y'all heard when this nigga clapped back at me? He got mad because I called him a fucking lady killer. The nerve of this bastard. It's in the fucking news. You like killing bitches.
On his own, without getting the right help. And you know what? That is a major, major, major no-no. And like I said right now, folks,
strangled, allegedly.
Listen, unless you able to put your foot in that man's shoes or experience what he experienced, guess what? He always gonna have a love-hate relationship with African Bambaataa. Because once again, here it is right now is he gonna love him because he gave him the attention that he was looking for, that he was lacking in his own household.
Oh, hell no.
He gave him that. But then again, he took his innocence away. So once again, like I say, it's gonna be,
let's get those lights past 100.
A love-hate relationship. It's gonna be time that he pity Bambaataa. And then it's gonna be time that he wanna blow Bambaataa head off. Like I told you right now, it's a thin line between love and hate. But once again, guess what? We as people, we as human beings,
this nigga had the nerve to clap at me, man.
We want to do is we want to judge. Who are we to judge anybody? Let he or she
whole fucking rat. Hell no.
About sin, cast the first stone. We're not perfect. It's nothing perfect about us. Nothing. And you know what? We should, honestly speaking, show.
I enjoy watching them though sometimes. This nigga's a whole troll. I love to see a killer, a nigga that I know will kill the fuck out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Will really murder you and then come out here and then snitch on everybody. And then come out here and act like
good day.
And become a blogger. You know what I'm saying? And shoot at people. The real Blind Gibbs is live. This nigga channel dead as a motherfucker. Oh, remember when he came at 10 Toes? This shit was funny as a motherfucker. Watch this, y'all.
What up? How you doing? Thank you for joining the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. How you guys doing today? Who's out there? Let me see if I can get a few people in here. Who's out there? Oh, this cat wanna call me. All right. Okay, anybody know my story? Get the book.
Now, just in case y'all don't know, he's talking about 10 Toes Down TV. Just in case you don't. Alright, let me fix this up so y'all can see this nigga face. Let me start giving this testimony. Alright, let me just take this effect off. Oh, he's still ugly. Nigga's still ugly. I took the effect off and everything. This nigga's still ugly as a motherfucker. He remind me of the dinosaur. You remember that dinosaur? The baby? I am the baby. That big ugly nose. Nigga like Grand Corn to me. Anyway.
Get your signed copy of Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. Right now, speak about all that. Everybody know I made a deal. You get hit, I get accused.
Now, he said he made a deal. Now, when he said that he made a deal, what he's talking about is a deal with the prosecutors.
Get your signed copy of Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. Right now, speak about all that. Everybody know I made a deal. You get hit, I get accused of having a murder week from June 87 to November 88. Bingo. So
a murder a week. He said if you get accused for, say a murder a week, another nigga would have just took his time knowing that he killing niggas every week. Excuse me, women every week, right? Another nigga would just took his time. This nigga went and told on everybody. Shit that didn't have nothing to do with him. He went and ratted on every fucking body. This nigga here, Brian Glaze Gibbs, y'all.
You get hit or get accused of having a murder week from June 87 to November 88. Bingo. So right now.
Now, that's, okay, 4 times 10. This nigga got 50 bodies?
There's no justification of making deals. But if you want to make it.
Well, I know 4 times 10 is 40, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just calculating what he's saying, the time. He's saying from 87 to 88, like May to November. So that's like a year. That's a lot of murders, bro. That's a lot of murders for a nigga that want to go and rat on everybody. Bro, you killed everybody. You like Sammy the Bull.
Deal.
This is the original Sammy the Bull. This is Sammy the pit bull from the projects.
You want to cooperate. You want to flip. You want to snitch. Do it. Don't do it for comments.
You're not going to snitch. Not everybody's going to snitch. You snitch. Not everybody.
There's no justification of making deals. But if you want to make a deal, if you're going to cooperate, you want to flip, you want to snitch, do it. Don't do it for commissary cookie. Don't get down with a program. The Merrill Cooper program. You in there. You got 15 in life. You got these young cats confiding in you. You act like you a big brother. Like, yo, man, I'm like your dad. I'm looking out for you. They confide in you.
Wait for it.
Trusting in you. And what you do is you go back and give the same information that they're giving you. You give it to Miss Sweeney. Okay? Who's Miss Sweeney?
Oh.
Tell the people about Miss Sweeney from the Merrill Cooper program where you was a peer counselor. Okay? You was a peer counselor. And what happened?
Yeah, but bro, you need to go back to killing niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because you boring as fuck. Real talk. You might as well just start killing niggas again, man. We liked you better when you was killing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? You trolling niggas back and trying to figure out who the fuck niggas is and all that. That don't look good. That don't look good on you, bro. Just leave that shit alone, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Everybody want to come out here trolling. Whole gangster. Killed mad people. Nigga said he was killing motherfuckers for a whole year. Every week he caught his body. 48 bodies okay, well not 48 because you got caught in November. So that's 44 bodies, right? And now you take the time from May, okay, June, July, August, September, October. November, December. You take that 7 times 4, that's 28. Add 28 with them 44, 8, 12. That's like 72 bodies you got. This nigga got 72 murders and want to go out here and tell on people. Fuck out of here, man. You a whole fucking mass. What they call it? You a serial killer, nigga. I hate serial killers. I ain't gonna lie, man. Always been scared of them niggas, man. My man was a fucking serial killer. In jail. This nigga be smiling all day and shit, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you smiling for, bro? Muslim brother. He used to eat with me and Pee Wee. Blood Pee Wee. Ask Pee Wee. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask Pee Wee. Because me and Pee Wee ate together and we added him to the crew to eat. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was a killer. Every time you see him, he just grinning. Nah, nigga. Nah, bro. Nigga from Queens killed his mother, father, then got on the bus, went upstate to Rochester, Binghamton, and killed 3 more family members. And he sitting next to me, smiling and shit. You know what I mean? Gully bitch stepped on his neck. Yeah, Gully don't like him. Matter of fact, let's see what Gully got to say about him. This nigga is crazy, man. Out here blogging. He called him glazed, 10 toes down, called him glazed donuts. Brian Glaze Gibbs and Gully TV discussed the new Supreme docuseries. Goes in on Gully. Let's see this. What happened?
You got a lot of people. They don't have a life. They don't have a story. You got a lot of people are professional riders. They jock people. They are what you call groupies. And the difference is I got a lot of groupies. And you know what these groupies don't understand? The groupies don't understand I don't deal with them. The groupies don't understand when they used to beg me, please come on my platform. Please let me do your
I'm gonna say that every time I press the live button now.
Your story. Please let me, come on, for what? A lot of times right now, people, when you watch and you deal with corny people are corny. And you know what, right now, your first impression or your first instinct about somebody, when they reach out to you, can you please come on my platform? Can you do your story on my platform? Or can you help me do this and that? You got a bunch of them. It's like you're a rock star. You know what I'm saying? You got the girls throwing they little panties at you because you got a beautiful voice. The same thing with these guys when we be drooling over these beautiful girls. That's the same thing with these groupies. They don't have no true identity with themselves. They don't have a life. So you know what they got to do? They got to jump on you. They want to be down with you. They want to be.
That's the default answer when niggas about to put their foot on your neck.
You know? They want to believe, they want to be you. They want to be something that they never was. And the difference is right now, it's all right. It's good. I'm good with that. Because once again, like I said right now, guess what? As long
Doge Maxi, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we would like to talk about that. If you know what you're talking about, people, a lot of people still got their income tax, and shit like that. They might want to put some money down. But first, we would have to talk about it to explain to them. I've traded millions in crypto, so I understand the game, but you getting a regular person to invest into a coin, you got to explain it to them.
All these people talking trash, let them talk trash. Let them talk all that. Because you know why? They're not at peace. They're not.
Thank you, CJ.
Not happy. They got certain,
I trade, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I got it, I trade, but, I respect it. That shit ain't got nothing to do with these rats. This nigga just killed 72,000 people. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga's a whole serial killer. He killed more people than the government murdered animals, according to Hasan Campbell.
Demons that they fighting against with their own life.
And Doge, hit my inbox on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's Mac Mean True Story on Instagram. I might be interested. Tap in.
And that's the difference. And what I'm saying is right now, like I say, I do not deal.
You got a good story behind it, and it's backed by even if it's backed just by a good fucking pitch. You know what I mean? Tap in.
Or corny people. I don't deal with people that don't have no identity. People don't have no, like I said right now, is you watch, this guy. What was it?
Hit that like button, top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like is hidden now. YouTube did that. I don't know why he did it, but I gotta keep telling y'all until y'all get used to me not, Until you get used to it, then I gotta say it no more.
I mean,
You know, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. Look how big you are. But you want to troll everybody. You want to get and talk about everybody. But right now, you right there, live. Why y'all bring the camera? Why y'all set me up? Nobody set you up. You set yourself up. Because you walk that walk, but you can't talk that talk. You set yourself up. You know why you set yourself up? Because you, from where? Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania. Nobody know me. Right now, I don't have no identity. I don't know myself. I don't know who I am. So I want to ride like Haitian Jack. I want to ride on all these other individuals. Mano.
I thought Mano was a goon. Oh, he has goons.
Well, Mano stole a fake chain, you know what I'm saying, and did some other bitch shit.
Okay, y'all gotta make up y'all mind. Is he one, or do we gotta go get some? I dog that nigga.
Man, you know what this nigga did? All he did was type up Gully beef, you know what I'm saying? Went and found a bunch of people that got something to say about Gully, you know what I'm saying? And dragged them.
Fuck out of here.
Jojo Capone.
This nigga Jojo talk about what you, but nigga, I spit on you and dare you to get busy, nigga. That's why you always with them gangster disciple niggas. Who you ever did something with? I ain't no fucking Jim Jones, nigga.
Because I'm nobody. I want to go everywhere. I want to talk about people I don't know nothing about. Because I don't have a life. I'm one of those kids that people used to slap them and take their milk money and take their lunch money. I'm a professional fan. I'm a professional cheerleader. That's who I am. You know, so the difference is I don't have no story about myself. So I want to
a lot of people don't like Gully.
Check and see what everybody else got to say. And I want to write about everybody else. I want to get on YouTube and talk about everybody else because I don't have no trust.
I mean, a lot of people don't like all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, man. Somebody got something against each and every one of us out this motherfucker.
Identity with myself. I don't love me. I'm a professional writer. That's who I am. You know? Like I said, I want to come up there and be a cornball. I can't even fix that twerk sound that go off in every twerk. You know what? Fix that sign. Get a battery, man. Go get a battery and stop that twerking sound every video. Come on, you know, like I said right now, folks, listen, that's the difference. Those are the people that don't have a life. This is their life.
I mean, when you drag motherfuckers, you gotta be able to pronounce words.
This is their life. This is their life. What's that guy name? I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. But you can talk about everybody else, but you can't talk about yourself. You know why? Because you don't got a life. Where's Area anyway? Do Erie really exist? Do Erie really exist? Probably not.
It's Erie, nigga. Erie, Pennsylvania, not Erie, nigga. I hate people that can't pronounce words, especially old niggas.
So, you know why? Because you don't got a life. Where's Area anyway?
Share this video, hit the like button, top right.
And do Erie really exist? Do Erie really exist? Probably not. The difference is right now is when you don't have true identity of yourself, when you're not in love with yourself, when you're insecure, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna be a professional rider. Another man jocking another man, whoa, come on, man. What's real about you? You wasn't real when that guy pushed up on you. You know, I'm not gonna fight you. The guy told you talk all that trash.
You talked about like the realest shit the other night. Like the realest shit I talk.
And what you did, I'm not gonna fight you. Look how big you are. Why are you doing this, man? Come on, man, I came to talk. But that's your problem. What Run the MC? You talk too much. You never shut up. You talk too much. But you talk.
I think that's enough gossip for the day, man. I think that's enough gossip for the day, man. Alright. For people that just got here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just crazy, man.
Suits.
We had a lot.
This person.
I'm gonna let it go out with this for a couple minutes.
However, his name is Rodney Jones. He lived, traveled, and he worked with Diddy as a producer, and he is alleging that he
Hasan Campbell, Brian Glaze, all y'all niggas, man. Good luck.
Has hours upon hours of recorded footage and pictorial evidence, which has been included in this document, to support his claims. And I have to say, these claims seem very credible. Now, to be clear, Rodney, also goes by Lil Rod, is suing Diddy and others, we're going to get to who those others are, for $30 million, claiming that he was subjected to sexual misconduct for the duration of the production process of an album. It is a 70-page lawsuit. It has been filed in the Southern District of New York, and he is claiming that while working on the album and living with Combs in New York, California, Florida, other locations, that Diddy repeatedly groped him, touching his, I'm sorry to say this, guys, his anus and his crotch without consent, and attempting to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship by showing him explicit videos of others in Hollywood. Yes, they have named other artists, claiming that homosexuality was a normal practice in the music industry. He's also claiming that Diddy would walk around the house naked and force him to watch him shower, and is alleging that he went
Yeah, she pressing the button on Diddy, man. This is crazy.
forward and told Diddy,
This is crazy. I can't wait till tonight, man. This shit about to get messy.
Chief of Staff Christina Karam, about this. And Christina came back to him and said, well, you know, Sean will just be Sean. So we're going to go through some of these explosive claims. Again, right at the top, I'm going to make it clear, but I don't get sued, that these are all allegations. Everything that I'm going to say after this is an allegation that is being claimed by
Everything's allegations on my channel too. Everything alleged.
Rodney in this lawsuit document, which we will include as a link for you guys if you're watching this on YouTube. So let's go through the big claims. Ready? Number one, this is perhaps the biggest claim, is that Diddy and his son murdered someone in plain daylight and got away with it. There's apparently a man that they know, that everyone who works with Diddy knows, that they can call and they essentially will get everything cleaned up. And they are implicating the LAPD in this madness because they produced fake reports. And he's got some real good evidence to back up these claims. He says that one evening during a camp that they were running with several musicians, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were in a heated conversation with somebody named G. And while this conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom that was adjacent to where Jones was sitting, he heard approximately 2 feet away from him again, Mr. Jones is the producer that's suing him, gunshots suddenly ringing out. He recalls hearing multiple gunshots. Mr. Jones immediately went into a state of shock and fear that he would be shot next. He genuinely believed that he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. After the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. When the door finally opened, Mr. Combs and his son exited. G was lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg and his hip area. Everyone stood around and looked up at him. Frustrated by the lack of aid that was being provided, Mr. Jones, the producer that's suing again, dropped everything, ran to the guy, and immediately began placing pressure. As he was applying pressure on his stomach, he realized that G was gushing blood from another area. He decided to lift G up and place him to sit on the toilet, and he asked the crowd to call the ambulance. Now, here's what is interesting. The ambulance does arrive, and Mr. Combs, according to Mr. Jones, Diddy gives strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced the producer to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot while standing outside of the studio. And the police just believed this, despite the overwhelming evidence that the shooting did not take place outside of the studio and that it instead took place inside near the bathroom. He includes in his lawsuit this photo of the bathroom and we are blurring it here, of the blood in that bathroom. And then it is stunning because he also shows how the media then reported it. Right? A fake police report was produced, and then fake headlines were the result. This is CBS News. Man shot outside party at Hollywood recording studio. The key word there is outside. How on earth could the LAPD be implicated in lying? Well, he alleges that there is an individual, again, that they know that they can call to clean up any types of murders. And that individual will make sure the right officers write down the fake police reports, and that those are then fed to the media to cover up murder. The second big explosive thing that comes from this document are the allegations that Diddy hosts freak-offs, essentially sexual events to procure blackmail on other people in the industry. They all come and they have these drug-fused parties with underage boys, with underage girls, and throughout this lawsuit, he names multiple current rappers that have been involved in these parties and are therefore existing under blackmail, right? So if you can suddenly record somebody and they're hooking up with a person that is underage, if you're doing drugs and Diddy has cameras on it, well then Diddy owns you. Which leads me to think, what even is gangster rap? It's a question that I have been asking a lot. It seems to me that there is something intentional, that they are intentionally feeding us filth via the media.
I gotta share this. You can get car insurance for as low as $22 per month just by using a free comparison tool. Take a look.
She said Candace Owens' face.
And
she said Candace Owens' voice makes her grind her teeth. Yo, you crazy, Queen.
I wonder if a lot of these artists are existing within this blackmail ring, and also where have we heard this before? Oh yes, of course, Jeffrey Epstein, who was bizarrely protected. He was clearly an asset of not just the CIA, but also potentially the Mossad, very much involved with the Mossad over in Israel.
I don't want to see nobody go to jail. It look like they on these motherfuckers' asses right now. Like I said earlier, man, when Candace Owens sink her teeth into you, it's like the Feds sinking their teeth in you, because she don't speak unless she already got the bullet. You know, that's a different type of hitter. You know what I'm saying?
Real, and he too had so much access, so much wealth, and he got away with it for years, procuring what very clearly is blackmail on politicians. So what we are recognizing is that this ring also exists within Hollywood. Explosive allegation number 3 was that there's even a Ghislaine Maxwell, so to speak, a madame, and that is the other woman that is listed in this lawsuit. His chief of staff, Christina Karam. I don't know how journalists aren't interested in figuring out who this woman is. Her job, as alleged in this lawsuit, was to keep Diddy high. I'm going to tell you what this lawsuit says explicitly.
They still want them little boys.
About her. According to Mr. Jones, during the 13 months he lived and traveled with Diddy, he witnessed defendant Karam openly order her assistants to keep Mr. Combs high off of gummies and pills. Defendant Karam required all employees, from the butler, the chef, to the housekeepers, to walk around with a pouch or a fanny pack filled with cocaine, GHB, ecstasy, marijuana gummies, and Tukey. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's a pink drug that is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine. It was important to the defense.
Wow. Defendant Karam had the following individuals execute the following tasks for the RICO enterprise. Stevie J recruits sex workers and attends. Oh my God, they got Justin in this shit. They got Justin Combs in this motherfucker. Stevie J, RICO, recruits sex workers and attends and participates in freak-offs. Justin Combs, solicit prostitutes, underage girls, and sex workers, would engage in freak-offs. Brennan Paul works as Mr. Combs' mule. He acquires and distributes Mr. Combs' drugs and guns. These niggas got a nice little operation going on, huh?
Defendant Karam to have Mr. Combs' drug of choice immediately ready whenever he asked for it. She also ordered, allegedly, sex workers and prostitutes for Mr. Combs, and would order the distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms to Mr. Combs and his celebrity guests who were present on his rented yacht and in his homes throughout LA, New York City, and Miami. And he alleges that he was also forced to keep that drug in a pouch on him at all times against his will. Again, this is explosive. He even lists everybody in the ring. He says that it is Diddy's son, Justin, that solicits the prostitutes. And
Justin's son his son, damn, man, he got him doing dirty work, man. According to this nigga, he said combination of ecstasy. Yo, that pink shit, I would never sniff no shit. I would never sniff nothing in my nose. That's just dangerous as it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never had habits. That's why I never fucked around like doing that. I was always scared of shit. But now this shit, this pink shit they shoving up their nose.
The underage girls and the sex workers, allegedly, for these freak-offs. He also lists Stevie J, who recruits the sex workers and attends and participates in the freak-offs, and another young man named Brendan Paul, who works as Mr. Combs' mule. He acquires and distributes all of the drugs and the guns. Again, we won't have time to go through everything in this document, but I encourage you guys to read it because it is stunning. And yes, Christina Karam apparently even instructs them to mix those drugs into the liquor when these women are invited over. So why is the media not interested in this story? Well, here is explosive allegation number 4 out of Trump's lawsuit. That the person who sits at the top of this ring potentially is Sir Lucian Grange. He is the CEO of Universal Music Group. He is also being sued. He has also been named as well as Universal Music Group. And he is, as a fact, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. He runs, again, Universal Music Group, which is huge. Well, Rodney, the producer, is alleging that when Lucian would visit Diddy's house, the two of them would go into Diddy's bedroom and be locked up in there for hours. What does that mean? What are we supposed to think of that? By the way, I looked into Lucian, obviously, because I was fascinated by this document, and I find it really bizarre that he completely changed his name. He used to be Michael G., the son of Cecil G., who was a huge tailor in London. I found that in this old article, The Guardian, the headline is "Forgotten and Overlooked How Jewish Designers Dressed the Beatles and Changed Global Fashion." And in this article, there's a picture of Lucian. He was then, again, Michael G. He's sitting with his father, Cecil G. And it's just bizarre that also his father changed his name. In the article, it tells you that his father used to be Sasha Goldstein.
Whole family changed their name. Why?
So Sasha Goldstein became Cecil G., who gave birth to Michael G., who is now Lucian Grange. I mean, totally bizarre rabbit hole if you guys want to look into it. I just thought it was weird. I did a cursory search and found all of that. Perhaps most crucial, though, in the lawsuit is that, unbeknownst to Lucian, Diddy also has a ton of hidden cameras all throughout his house, including in his bedroom, which would perhaps suggest that the blackmail runs both ways. Maybe he also has blackmail on Lucian Grange. Again, I don't know. I'm just telling you what's in this lawsuit and what we can derive from it if these allegations are true. And again, the fact that there are so many photos in this document at least proves that he does have evidence of some sort. Which brings us to number 5, and this is pretty explosive. And we can go.
I still don't really believe the dude Rod. I don't believe him, Lil Rod. You know what I'm saying? But they're doing a good job of trying to bury this dude.
That Cat Williams was right. Don't know who Cat Williams is. He is the comedian. He's been a comedian for a very long time, and he always just seemed like the funny guy in Hollywood, the funny guy amongst Black America. And last year, people were wondering whether or not he was crazy because he went on somebody's show and said that there was a ring in Hollywood. He actually named Diddy explicitly. He implied that Diddy was a gangster and that he had something to do with bizarre sex parties. Well, now Cat Williams is
Orlando Brown said the exact same thing too.
On Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan podcast, and he is trying to signal to the world that people in Hollywood, that Hollywood altogether.
And Cat Williams said he was gonna bring them all down. He said as soon as he said that, and he said he on some new shit, all of this smut came out.
Was built as a psychological weapon, so to speak. Take a listen to Cat Williams in his own words.
I don't know why I want to play this game so bad. That's why they keep showing it to me. I'm gonna show y'all something. They know my mind. They know I'm this simple. That this is all I want. Boom. Come on, ladies. If you learn about men, you're gonna know we're very simple. We're dumber than you think.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. Like, that's great that happens, but propaganda is something that is important to all civilizations.
And those movies are successful, and so they continue this relationship, and you become a bit of a propaganda arm for the government, and in turn they don't with you.
That's what makes information so powerful, is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work. Yeah. And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I was like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
So maybe that's the answer to why the media seems to be burying the story. We can't find it anywhere. Maybe it's because, well, a lot of them are implicated. This is the case of the dog that is not barking right now. It suggests to us that our media is definitively run by some sort of a gang that has amassed a ton of power and wealth via sexual blackmail. Again, we keep hearing this over and over again. At what point are we going to accept that this is true? When we wonder,
how the fuck that thing Whack 100 had a tape of Nipsey Hussle doing allegedly gay shit. Watch this real quick. How the fuck Whack 100 out of everybody else? Whack. Pops right up. Whack 100 Nipsey Hussle tape. On flag.
But to be fair, then you started kind of going hard at Nipsey. You said that there's a gay sex tape and shit like that.
Yo, Vlad, one thing you better not never do is question what come out of my mouth. You worth a lot of money. I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know. I'm not going to bet you. I'm not going to bet you.
Fuck it. Let's break it down to me some punk me. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not going to bet you.
Vlad, but no. Because you said, right, and I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know. I'm not going to bet you. I'm not going to bet you.
Fuck it. Let's break it down to me some punk me. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not going to bet you.
Vlad, but no. Because you said, right, and it didn't come out of my mouth. Hasan Campbell recorded the conversation and released it.
That's where it came from.
It's only because of me that the damn tape still ain't.
If y'all don't know what happened, Hasan Campbell got with him, and Whack basically was talking to him on the phone, and Hasan Campbell started recording, and Whack spilled the beans.
Came out today. But anybody want to challenge me to these tapes? You notice that the first baby mama who starred in these tapes has never one time said Whack 100 is lying. I didn't want it to come out. Hasan Campbell released it. Right. They asked me about it. Well, I come from a power rule. What you say once, you say twice. So when they asked me about it, what you want me to say? No, I didn't say it. I'm not.
All right, and if y'all been under a rock, I'm gonna show you how nasty it got with that. I'm gonna show you how nasty it got, right? Hasan Campbell got with him, academics, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Academics, Whack 100, Tekashi 6ix9ine. And recorded the nigga conversations, and this is what Whack said. Now, I can't make this shit. Look. Here you go right here.
Just don't run my narrative. Huh? Let's go.
See, they're not killed by going on for it, bro. But Nipsey don't do what back then that type of nigga. You don't do that. You don't put work in, fucking with a nigga that's a body, man. Everybody knows dude was a body.
Y'all know what's going on.
I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got to get killed.
This is Whack 100 on the phone with Hasan Campbell. Hasan Campbell's recording the conversation.
Fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody knows dude was a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got to get killed here, bro. Also, my mom. We got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama.
That's all y'all getting. I ain't got, y'all didn't hit them up. Ice. Did y'all? Huh? We love. Bring it back, come rewind. Let's rewind.
But this, you know, you want acting on that type of nigga. You don't do that. You ain't gonna put work in fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude.
Was extorting them allegedly. Wow. He was extorting them allegedly. Now let me ask you a question. Why did they wait till Nipsey died for Big U to send Whack 100 to go get 30% of his stuff? Why you think Laura London is so quiet? She dealing with foul niggas, and this is the nigga that y'all laughing and y'all playing with in Clubhouse? Huh? They was on a mission, I was on a mission too. Oh, y'all thought because I wore my emotions on my sleeves that I didn't have a trick up my sleeve too? Yeah. Right.
Okay. All right, there's more. There's more. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna put y'all through this. I'm gonna just take y'all right there. Hold on for a second. Oh yeah, because this one got nasty. But they was best friends right before that.
At one point last year, you did a podcast with Tekashi and Whack 100.
Right.
Why did academics put the three of you together?
I never seen this right here. I mean, I used this thumbnail, but I've never seen this. And that was a great question. Why?
Right.
Why did academics put the three of you together?
I think it started off with me and Tekashi first, because before I even spoke to Ak, Tekashi, he found me on YouTube and he reached out to me. And then he started telling academics, yo, this is YouTuber that's coming up and I think he's better than you. That's what he told Ak. So, you know, Ak reached out to me and eventually Whack 100 reached out to me. And next thing you know, I guess Whack kind of, in the beginning, kind of like took a liking to me because of how controversial I was, and I was going at all these New York dudes. And it was the same with Tekashi, you know, he had this issue with certain guys, and I was, you know, going at certain guys, so it was like...
Trauma bond.
It was no fear.
Get the likes up, top right button, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I guess he liked...
The 3 dots. That's where the like is at.
Okay. And after that interview, you and Whack 100 had a phone call, and you ended up recording the call and leaking it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've heard you mention a couple of times, you know, Vlad TV is one of the biggest platforms. I don't know why they never had me on. This is why I never had you on, because of that phone call. You know, I've had that done to me multiple times.
Wow.
And I think it's grimy, you know, to have a personal phone call with somebody and have
Why you change your mind? That's what I'm interested in.
the person secretly record it and then post it publicly. And I'm just being honest with you. You said that there's a gay sex tape and shit like that.
Yo, Vlad, one thing you better not never do is question what come out of my mouth. You worth a lot of money. I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know. I'm not gonna bet you.
No,
I'm not gonna
Vlad.
bet you.
Fuck it. Let's break it down to me some punk me. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not gonna bet you.
Vlad, but no. Because you said, right, and it didn't come out of my mouth. Hasan Campbell recorded the conversation and released it.
That's where it came out.
It's only because of me that the damn tape still ain't came out today. and all these fake dudes, your guy, Big U, who begged me to release the tape, who begged me to attack Nipsey's goddamn estate. And I got it on the phone. I blow this shit up, but I know you fuck with it.
All these niggas recording conversations, huh?
Right?
Shout out to me. Them likes up, top right button, press the 3 dots, that's where like is hitting. This shit messy.
Right?
That's cool, Big U.
Yeah, but don't matter. Facts is fact.
Somebody going to jail this shit.
To attack the Nipsey Hussle estates because of his 30%. I said, yo, bro, he was just alive. You wasn't dealing with that. Whack, let me slide.
He got the gay tapes to Nipsey Hussle allegedly of somebody busting all up on Lauren London's face allegedly, according to him. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. All right, and then Nipsey Hussle kisses her in the mouth after the nigga do that. That's what this man said.
You go at it. I'm not doing it. Release the tapes. I'm not doing it. But anybody want to challenge me to these, you notice that the first baby mama who's starring in these tapes has never one time said Whack 100 is lying. I didn't want it to come out. Hasan Campbell released it. They asked me about it. Where I come from on Paul, what you say once, you say twice. So when they asked me about it, what you want me to say? No, I didn't say it. I'm not gonna do that. This is what it is.
Absolutely.
Why did you do that?
Because Whack 100 was one of the most wickedest, foulest dudes that I've ever came across, and I knew he was playing me the whole time. Like, when you listen to the phone conversations and the things that he was saying, some of these people was his friends. When you sitting up there and you telling me how you set Oscar De La Hoya up, and I'm thinking about.
You got tapes on Oscar De La Hoya too. Let's not make no mistake about it.
Myself, like, who does this? That's not my style. I don't move like that. Who does this? So you set Oscar De La Hoya up. You sit up there. You got a sex tape on Nipsey Hussle. I knew the whole time Whack was playing me. I'm a street dude. Now you ask yourself a question. I've been on the phone with a bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else.
How do we know?
So now, me talking to him and me listening to him in the foulness, right? Because nobody brags about being foul. But when you listen to those conversations that I taped with him, he was all the way foul. And I said I would never play those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped, and I never put that conversation out because we was going through an argument. And he's a tough guy. I'm not even going to say his name because I wanted to make sure that he would never sit up there and say that he was just talking to me in any kind of way over the phone because I ain't scared of him. And we was going back and forth on each other. But outside of that, never released no conversation, never taped anybody. It's not my style. But for some reason, I had somebody in my ear telling me like, yo, you need to record him. And it went against who I was, and I recorded it. And
I wonder who gave him that advice.
And sure enough, now if I wouldn't have recorded him, niggas would have never seen how foul he was.
Look, me and Whack 100 just did an interview, but for 10 years we had some level of beef. You know, I didn't rock with him. We had a situation 10 years ago.
Oh Lord, let that nigga Crip Mac about it. You heard.
Oh, we talked about an interview where he started talking crazy to me, and I'm like, yo, I'm good. So at that time, me and Whack were not in a good space. But even though we weren't, I was still like, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that someone's getting secretly recorded and the situation came out. So like, for example, my interview that I did with him is going to come out, I think tomorrow. I don't know, Sunday. We talked about the situation. I'm like, oh, okay, you accused Nipsey Hussle of being gay. He goes, well, no, I didn't publicly say it. I was recorded by Hasan Campbell, and he put that out. And that's how that whole story came around. And then ultimately he has to deal with the repercussions of it. But once again, I understand someone may be foul, they're saying some foul things that you may not like, but everything else like that, I was like, agreement. You see what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree with it. And if I was on the opposite side of the screen talking to myself, I would feel the same exact way that you feel. I do not agree with people recording people's phone conversations. Absolutely not. But that was the one time when I felt like it was just necessary dealing with who I was dealing
That's the
with.
same thing. Like I don't believe in niggas sucking dick, but I just did it one time.
Whack is
or co-signing Nature Boy, you know what I'm saying, for being gay for pay, you know what I mean? Like letting old white men massage him on camera, which we showed yesterday.
The epitome of evil.
On 55.
What I would say, the things that I've heard, how he moved, the things that he does to people, just going out of his way to destroy people's lives, like even to the point where when he went to Castle Hill Projects and started taking pictures outside of Hocus 4/5's home, where he was raised at, the Taunton. Like I've never seen a millionaire so miserable.
Look, me and Wack are in a decent space right now, and Wack does a lot of things for,
Just say you scared, Vlad. Just say you scared, my boy.
Internet, and he's built a following with it. At the end of the day, you could have.
I bet he got Vlad sex tape too, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get up out of here, man. That's enough tea, man. I gotta go outside and go get some money. All right. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Hit the like button on the way out the door. You go to the top right of your video, press them 3 dots, and that's where the like button is at. Tonight we're gonna be out here at 9 o'clock talking some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me see. Nigga said on 55th. If y'all ain't see my interview with China Mac, type Mac, mean true story, China Mac. You see like 4 interviews with me and that cat up there. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying that he was using Crip Mac. I don't know. That's what they say. That's not what I say. Assalamu alaikum to the people that said Ramadan Kareem, for the people that's gonna be fasting tomorrow. If you got anything good for me today, that was from Allah. That was from God. Cause I don't do nothing good. You got anything bad? That comes from Mac Mean. Alright? Y'all be good. I'm out.